Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of No Neutral. I am Brian F., joined by my guy. I'll let you handle it. Let's hear the voice.
Hollywood. Rob TV. My voice
That's
is
all
still
you got. That's all
gone.
you got.
Yeah.
That's all you got right now. Yeah, you know, Red Bull Kumite took a lot out of us. It was a very exciting weekend, and we're about to talk about it. We're about to say some things about this event, about offline Street Fighter V. But before we get into all of that, of course, let's give a big shout out to our co-host in Japan. Thank you so much for bringing No Neutral to the Japanese audience and to all the Japanese fans. We thank you so much for tuning in. That said, Red Bull Kumite Las Vegas.
Oh my gosh.
Offline Street Fighter V. Maybe not the very first offline event we've had since COVID, but the first offline event with open bracket, with LCQ, with the storylines going into it. And, you know, both of us were fortunate enough to be a part of it in one way or the other. And it was just, what a weekend. I mean, I couldn't have asked for a better weekend myself. I'm sure you had a great time as well. But there were a lot of moments going into that. But where should we even start? I don't even know. There's too many storylines.
Okay, so first off, I will just point out the fact that I was hosting, well, I don't know what you want to call it, commentating, analyst, whatever the hell. I was in the cage with Mike, you know, and of course my man Brian was in the stage, in the cage actually throwing down. I was biased as hell. I don't care, whatever. And he actually stepped into the plate and delivered. So first and foremost, what I want to do is show love to you for, of course, as I said, being the top influencer that we have in America. I know you don't want to claim that, but I'm going to say that. The top influencer as far as YouTube and Twitch and whatnot that we have, super consistent, and then still putting on a big performance like that for everybody watching. So that was dope as hell. But the next person that I want to give some flowers to is the number one person that I argue with. One of my great friends in the scene, but as soon as, Brian, you already know, bro.
I know.
As soon as he sees us, he's bringing up No Neutral. Yeah, I'm just saying, man was saying No Neutral. He's like, Brian had my back. You were saying that I'm this, that, third, X, Y, Z. I'm like, man, problem, shut the hell up. I'm keeping it a buck. So, of course, I have to say, before I was saying that I feel like right now, the hottest player, the current best player in Europe is Mr. Crimson. Mm-hmm. And I said problem is the best, like, all time, but not right now, because it's lately what my man's been on. Mm-hmm. And then that's when you hear when he wins the tournament and he says, offline, he said, online team and all that.
When it comes to offline, as you can see, man does the thing, you get me?
Man does the thing.
The way that he performed, and I'm not wishy-washy, do not get me twisted. The significance of this bracket and the way that he is currently performing on Street Fighter League in conjunction with that, problem got to be back to number one right now. And of course, I know Mr. Crimson couldn't go though. Mr. Crimson could not go, to be fair. I think they're both the top two, but the bracket that let's get into it. First, he goes through his pool. He only lost. The only match he lost the whole time was who?
Right, was Goichi. So yeah, in the group stages, he was in my group. We were in Group C. It was me, Mono, Goichi, and Problem X. And I don't think we had, let's be honest, it wasn't the strongest group, but it had some wild cards. Mono especially, Mono and Goichi I think were the wild cards in that group, right? So Goichi, people haven't seen him play for a long time, and he's been prepping for Street Fighter League. He's playing Minot. If Minot's hot, it's a problem. If Minot's cold, it's not. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where you don't really know what he's going to be coming with. And then Fong is always an issue. I think Bison kind of beats Fong though, so I don't know if Problem's too worried about that. I was worried about some Mono. But yeah, so Problem comes out of that group on top. He only loses to Goichi. We had a close set of the first game. He made a crazy comeback on me, and then he kind of closed it out after that. But yeah, after that, he Problem X sits out of groups. And yeah, I think at that point, out of group stages, he had the hardest path possible.
He's free, bro. Bro, that's the dope thing of Red Bull Kumite, with as far as like just pulling the chip side of the hat and seeing which group you go to. No direct seeding or anything like that. We get ridiculous stuff like this. And so you guys know, 2 people make it out of each pool, and there's 4 pools total. But at that point, it's a single elimination bracket. In the first round, it's 1st to 3. Second round, 1st to 4. And if you make it to grand finals, then that's going to be the 1st to 5. So Problem X had to fight against Punk in round 1, bro. Problem versus Punk, loser is going home first to 3. I beforehand already was like, okay, because me and Problem, like, we money match a lot or whatever. I ain't gonna use my platform to weaponize, but I say this: Problem pulled up with a counter pick for my Chun-Li because he thought I was gonna be playing the Red Bull Kumite. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say, champ. You lucky I wasn't in there, champ. Straight up. But with that being the case, that matchup, we played that Karen Alex, bro. That matchup is trash. Brian, you trolled me for so long for having questionable matches against Alex players, and then I played him at Street Fighter League. I said, oh no, what the hell is Karen supposed to do against that cross medium punch? The damage, that matchup is not good. It's a bad matchup. I don't care who disagrees. It's a bad matchup. I think the first match was very important in that because, you know, when you guys both play multiple characters, whoever wins that first game has the upper hand because you can't switch after a win, only after a loss. So you're locked in. So at that point, after Problem won that, even if Punk switches, Problem can counter pick again, you know. So
you want to be ahead. You want to be ahead in the counter pick game because otherwise, if you're one game behind, you can't win. You'll get counter picked again and again and again. So that first win sets the pace. You're ahead for the rest of the set,
bro. And then mind you, of course, we are in Las Vegas for this. This is America, bro. This is home base, and my man goes ahead and beats one of our top 2 players, and then another one of our top 2 players. For me, number 1, my man Adam. He goes up against Problem. This is the first time Problem X and Idom have ever played in bracket. That's crazy. And it was, everyone was hyped. It's a first to 4, so there's no excuses. All the time in the world to adapt. We don't know what characters they're gonna pick. They both play how many characters, bro? We know Idom played 2.
Idom has 2, right.
But Problem played like 60, so we don't know what they're gonna do. And if we thankfully get the Bison versus Laura. That's the best thing we could have got because that's their tried and true. Like, you know, they gotta run that.
We had conversations late into the evening about how Mika is better than Laura, you know, because Problem X was saying at the end of the day, yeah, we were debating
Problem
about
was
this.
saying that Mika's
Problem is saying that Mika is better than Laura, and you know what? After this set, you know, he came up to me and he's like, "You're right, Laura's better."
he learned quick.
He learned with a W though, because he didn't have to learn the hard way because that set was ridiculous. And one of the things about that set that I really liked is that Idom's a player that you don't see flustered too often. It's extremely rare to see him show signs of impatience, being flustered, kind of losing his cool. He's one of the most clutch and consistent players that we've ever seen in Street Fighter V. He's usually always at that like 95 to 100% level for Idom, which is ridiculously high level. To constantly play near your peak like that is not usual, and Idom's that guy. But this set, we saw Problem X chip away not only at Laura's health bar, but Idom's mental stamina. We started to see the fatigue set in.
People act like you just like, I feel like when you talk about people cracking, there's so many people who use that term in like places where it doesn't apply. But we are saying that with good reason. Like, you know, it was Idom's strategy, for example, to never V-reverse or V-shift. But that was strategy. He wants to keep that V-trigger. But the thing is, it's interesting because against Bison, everyone has to V-reverse. Like, you have to pay, generally speaking. But Idom stuck to his strategy, and it worked out for him a lot. But at the end, if you notice in that last round, Idom had like low health, but he had no V-trigger. Because all of a sudden he started V-reversal and V-shifting and all that. So clearly he was like kind of, you know what I mean, just beating away at that mental barrier, and was able to take Idom out 4-2.
That's why it's so difficult mentally, because there was rounds where he sat there eating Fierce to Psycho Blast to Fierce to the Psycho Axe, and then all the chip strings were just coming and coming and coming, just rinse and repeating the pressure while Idom is blocking for at least a good 15 seconds of sitting there in the corner getting the gray damage and the chip racking up. And I was like, man, I would have V-reversaled 15 seconds ago on the very first Fierce punch. But Laura, she is, you know, let's be honest, in a lot of matchups, she's pretty V-trigger reliant. Her V-trigger is kind of like what gets her going and what lets her get the momentum and close out rounds. So Idom did not want to give up the V-trigger and use a V-shift or V-reversal in any of these moments. And I think that mentally wears away at you because you don't get to play. You're holding so much pressure for so long, and you could tell that when he was getting out of the situations, he was doing a lot of overheads, he was doing a lot of kind of scrambly things to try to either quickly win, like win right away, get the kill right now, or to like build V-meter and stuff like that. So it seemed a little unusual to see Idom kind of playing that way, kind of like a fish out of water in some moments, like just kind of floundering, trying to quickly get momentum like that, when normally it feels like he picks his spots so well. So yeah, Problem X was chipping away so effectively. And first time they played in tournament, usually first time someone plays an Idom in tournament, they get washed. It's free, you know? So that was an amazing show of resilience for Problem X to control someone as electrifying as Idom.
Yeah, and he makes it all the way to grand finals, where he goes up against none other than NL, who was on a tear throughout the entire tournament. Now, okay, I want to make sure we understand the NL story too, guys. First and foremost, let's take it back to Street Fighter League. Last year, NL was supposed to be on Team UIU, but there was some complications with travel, you know, the whole COVID. You know how it goes right now, man. It's rough. This year, he's finally able to make it to Street Fighter League. He's putting in work, and then now he comes here. He actually loses his first game of the tournament. He lost his first set to Uzuda, the Ryu player. Urian's believer is a CFN and everything, and his Ryu did amazing out there, by the way. So it started off shaking for NL. I'm like, whoa, what's going on? And like, I was wondering if his wristbands was too tight or something. But clearly he buffed up. He ended up breaking him right there on stage. My man was crispy with the fresh like R&B music video coat to and all that. And next thing you know, my man just started going off, man. The low forward confirms the pressure. His wake up DP hit rate had to be like 90% throughout the whole tournament, man. So NL was just absolutely on fire to make it all the way to grand finals. And then Problem going up against NL in grands, actually goes to, it's first to 5, guys. He goes down 0-3. NL is smashing this man. Problem tries the Alex first, which I was surprised about. He tries the Alex, not working. He goes and tries Honda. I was not surprised about the Honda pick, because I've heard Honda beats Kimmy. He goes Honda, did not work out. And then I think at that point, is that when he went Bison?
That's when he went Bison, and that one didn't work out. Yeah. And speaking about those characters, he mentioned about the Alex pick versus Cammy. That was his plan the whole time, was to play Alex versus NL. And he said they actually played a lot of sets leading into that, because, you know, we had the player room in the back. We're all playing each other. You know, people might be hiding tech. I don't know if that's the case, but that's the theory right now, because Problem X says, in casuals, I'm cooking up his Cammy. The tournament starts. Round start, I do crouching medium punch, and he immediately does like a medium buffer into drill. 99 seconds in, clips my button, does a buffer into a knockdown, something that he did not do in many hours of sets the whole time they're playing. So frame 1, he goes, something's different here. Frame 1, he's like, this is not right. Something's off. His intuition kicked in. He's like, nah, after this match, I'm switching. I'm done. So yeah, I don't know if there was a little sandbagging going on or what, or if it's just tournament time and that's when the tech comes out. But yeah, that's when he started hitting the wheelhouse of options to see what else to go to, because the initial game plan did not work.
Was Problem sandbagging us first 3 games though? Because oh my goodness, of course he really wasn't. But my man, it's down 0-3. My man Problem X goes and wins a game. Okay, the crowd start getting into it extra. He wins another one. And then he ties it up. The momentum was so far in his favor at this point. Guys, the man goes on to win 2 more games. In a Red Bull Kumite, a legendary tournament, the first thing with an offline bracket like this in 2 years. Problem down 0-3 in the first of 5 to NL, goes and wins 5 straight to become the Red Bull Kumite champion. So that was absolutely amazing. Big kudos to the big man Ting over there. You know, Mouse Esports and Puma's on my guy Problem X. But I do want to make sure before we close this topic out that we talk about the Brian F. Slayer. The Brian F. Slayer. The nephew Slayer. The Sean Slayer. None other than Chris CCH, because he was the best story, the most exciting player. I don't care. Easily, it was Chris CCH, and no one could have predicted. And he was the LCQ. First off, my man comes out with one of the most godlike interests I've ever seen. He comes out and shows pictures of all the different people that he smoked in the LCQ, and did he rip them up?
It wasn't just it wasn't just pictures of the people he smoked in the LCQ. It was the people who took shots at the West Coast on Twitter.
On Twitter and everything.
So it had their picture and their tweets. So it was anyone who ever threw a little bit of shade, maybe kind of poking the West Coast a little bit. He had his target. He had his hit list. So he comes out to the LCQ and has target after target eliminated, destroyed, slain, ripping their pictures up one by one. I know Shine was in there, Nephew was in there, and Joe Ume Rogan caught a shot in there. He must have said something, I don't know. He said something unsavory about the West Coast, so he had to get ripped up. So yeah, he had all his targets, and then coming from an LCQ and then winning your groups, beating Punk, coming out first place in your group like that. That's so much momentum. I mean, I think we always love to see someone come from the qualifier, the person who didn't get the invite, who maybe didn't get what they deserve, the recognition that they're looking for. Because Chris CCH, I may have been the final target on that hit list, but he came out with a chip on his shoulder, and he's had something to prove, and I love to see. I feel like I relate to that. I understand the position, and I love to see the energy.
At the end of the day, that was a godlike pop off and everything. I'm happy that Chris did his thing like that, and I respect the fact that he doesn't duck the smoke. I think a lot of people try to act like, oh, I don't care about this and that, or but no, not Chris. He puts himself on the line, so I think that's cool. But yeah, man, easily the story of the tournament was Chris CCH. Amazing event overall. But a question that we have to ask ourselves after looking at this event, after looking at the other Red Bull Kumite as well, is NA free? Because up to this point, we have not won a Red Bull Kumite, Brian. How is this possible?
We haven't won a Red Bull Kumite, but Europe has won two in a row.
2 times.
So things are looking a little questionable here, and it's not like in this past event we can say, it wasn't EU doing the work. Maybe it was someone from Japan or somewhere else taking out America's best. This time, Problem X, he did the thing. He went through IDOM, he went through Punk. There's those are our guys. That's it.
Yeah.
IDOM and Punk.
That's our final frontier.
We need them to carry us. That's like the last cavalry. You know what I'm saying? That's the final push that we have is IDOM and Punk. If you get through one of them, you got to deal with the other. And Problem X dealt with both handedly. I mean, he was
bro.
3-0 against Punk, and I think it was 4-2 against IDOM or something like that. It was IDOM was in the game, but Problem X was in control. So yeah, it does beg the question, is EU better than NA now? I don't know. It's looking.
Man, hell no. But regardless,
what's the reasoning?
You do get respect, because you can't just go off of just the one. But right now, I'll say Red Bull Kumite wise though. I mean, clearly that's not our strong suit for some reason. Are we trashing long sets? Like, does EU adapt better than America or something? But I think the most important thing is that we got to find a spot to pinpoint, like, what exactly is going on here. And I would say it's IDOM's fault. All of it's IDOM's fault. Because IDOM, you lost to Mr. Crimson, and you were supposed to win. You smoked everybody else there, I ain't gonna lie. You beat Bond Change. You just smoked everything like you always do because you got like. But you lost to Mr. Crimson. Then this time, you lost to Problem X. So I'm starting to think that he is being paid under the table. I'm starting to think that IDOM is a turncoat. I'm just saying, bro, because what are the chances of this? I know those some heavy allegations, but you know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I could imagine. But regardless, man, I mean, yeah, EU is ridiculous. I think that maybe when, Punk was saying, EU free or whatever, like, I don't be knowing when people respond to the EU free stuff. Because, Problem, even on Street Fighter League, he brought it up. He's like, yeah, so man's not trying to hear no more of that EU free in it, or whatever the hell he was saying over there. Like, bro, for one, we never said EU free, at least on this show, okay? If you watch videos, your man's understand that, right? But regardless, do I think that they like nicer than NA? No, I do not. And of course, as Problem or anyone will tell you, Big Hollywood is willing to play anybody for bread and has beat people for it. Bro, come on, bro. We ain't gonna get into all that. But yeah, I'm talking and willing to back it up myself. I ain't talking about punking out on. I'm talking about me. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I don't think so. But I think that scene is amazing and you can't even debate that. Bro, Mr. Crimson in Capcom Cup is looking ridiculous. Of course, Problem X, he's not in Capcom Cup, but now a Red Bull Kumite champion, and we see what he's been doing on Street Fighter League already up to this point, and he's using multiple characters as well. We just saw what Four Fields did in Grand Finals with that fault. So their character diversity and everything in EU is ridiculous. But North America definitely not free at all, man. We got too many amazing players. There's always gonna be overreactions and all that, but yeah, I think that clearly, even when you look at the Mr. Crimson versus Adam set, of course that could go either way right there. I think Punk, I don't think that he understood the significance of how bad that matchup was. I think Problem can beat Punk anyway. Obviously, we've seen it plenty of times, even in close, even matchups. Yeah, I think if Punk makes, Punk is a Capcom Cup. If Problem makes the Capcom Cup, I do think Punk will have another pick ready for him.
True. I think the question here is though, is EU the best region though? Because that's what the talk of the town is. And we see some people talking about that. Now,
I saw Art tweet about that.
Yeah, Art made a tweet like, "Oh, is EU the best region? They got 2 Kumites under their belt." Listen, we got to clarify here. Let's be honest about something. We did not have the full representation of Japan, of Eastern Asia, at Red Bull Kumite. That's just a fact. It's just a fact. There's Street Fighter League Japan going on right now. I think people could have worked out. There's a few scheduling conflicts going on. We didn't have no Tokido, no Banchan, no Daigo, none of them, right? It's just how it is. We had amazing representation right there. We had some good character diversity. We had Yosan, Goichi, Uzura, and then the likes of them. So they were doing work, but we didn't have the full force represented in Red Bull Kumite. And the nature of the event, it's not necessarily the best way to choose a champion. It's the best way to put on a show for the people and then to see who's going to come out on top against all odds. Yes, but let's be real. You can't look at me coming in 7th and then Big Bird and Angry Bird not making it out of groups and be like,
and
Brian F is better.
He's better off of one.
Right, you get what I'm saying? That's just how it is. I mean, we had groups that had Mena RD, Big Bird, Idom, and JB all in one group, right? Angry Bird didn't even make it out of groups in a group with Angry Bird, Punk, Oil King, and Chris CCH, right? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like it's
exactly.
hard to draw these lines one to one. Now you can look at the champion. I think and definitely make some conclusions there for sure. The guy who makes it to the end.
You got to go through Problem specifically just so happened to have the hardest role.
He had the hardest path.
Everybody
right?
to turn.
He didn't dodge anybody. It's single limb. So like there's different paths to the end. But if you make it to the end and win, that's saying something. 100%. But to say the rest of the region, to make a bunch of conclusions beyond that, it's a bit tough. I mean, I think Japan is just too many good players.
Yes.
Too many good players. No matter which way you slice it. Maybe at the peak, Problem X can cook up all of Japan. Maybe Punk and Idom can cook up Japan. But beyond that, there's
I don't even like saying that. It ain't no cook up.
No, it's maybe survive. I mean, everyone's fighting for their life.
Yeah. It's just a great match at that point, I would say. But
I think
Japan's the best region.
I think it's no longer the responsibility of the top players from any region. It's everybody else. We need more people to rise to that level to catch up with Japan and until that happens, until we can fill up a normal like traditional Capcom Pro Tour Capcom Cup with at least half from any region beyond Japan. Until then, Japan is number one, man. Until I can see 16 players in a 32-man bracket be from EU, I gotta give it to Japan. So until that point, I think not only does NA have to step it up, EU has to step it up, everybody has to step it up. We still got work to do. That's the way I look at it at the end of the day. But the top players, of course, Problem X, he did the thing, you know what I'm saying? He's definitely one of the best in the world. The hottest player right now, won Red Bull Kumite, won the offline event. So we can't take nothing away from EU, and I think maybe NA needs to be a bit more humble these days. We gotta step it back a little bit.
I disagree. I'm never gonna be humble. I don't give a damn.
That's true. That's true.
So what you mean that's true, Brian? Hold up. All right, Brian. As much as I love talking to you, And as much as I love making excuses for why North America has not won the Red Bull Kumite yet, it is finally time to move on to something that I enjoy even more, and that is seeing the highest level of Street Fighter V play with all of the pressure on the line. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all know what time it is. We have CPT Brazil Top 8. You have one more chance to make it in the Capcom Cup. All of your dreams on the line right now. Who is going to qualify? I can't wait to see it. Let's do it.
If I go too far, please forgive me.
Fear my strength! Have a taste of this! Don't take this personal! I'll show no mercy! This is for my fellow hunters! Welcome to the center of the world. Great Britain's mighty capital, London.
This country is incredible. I will become a lawyer. I have to.
So then, let us unravel this mystery and discover what events led to this curious murder.
Who are you?
Herlock Sholmes. You must have heard of me.
We must solve this case, Naruhodo-san.
Let us engage in the art of deduction, Mr. Naruhodo. Well, what have we here? It would seem the truth is now tantalizingly close.
The defense demands its right to a cross-examination. Objection! Your testimony completely contradicts the facts.
Objection!
My lord, with all due respect, this is an outrage!
You're the best lawyer in the world.
It ain't too late to run off to Mom now.
These matches are going to be even more ridiculous.
If you know anything about Street Fighter, you do not doubt the GOAT.
My man is always getting GOAT. You thought I was playing? Oh, you're hella dead.
The main event!
Help me out, Nadeshko.
And look how much it means to him! Wow!
That's not over! Are you serious? My man is reading right now. My man is reading.
Good afternoon or even good evening. Guys, welcome to the online CPT for Brazil 2 Top 8. I am here with Ultra David and, of course, me, Marine. Hey.
Yeah, I'm really excited for this. Yesterday was a blast. This scene is one of the strongest in the world, and that's something that we've known about for a long time, but it's been great this year to take in, especially with 2 CPTs in Brazil, taking a closer look at the scene. Yesterday, that top 16 had a bunch of really close matches, a lot of interesting results. The players who got through, all of them top level, but some of the players who were in this thing that you might have expected to get through did not. So we're seeing a crop of players here that is very exciting to me.
Yeah, and just seeing the top 16 bracket, yeah, as you said, like there's just so many players that literally progressed through so many other stronger players. Like, I was expecting to see Didi Mokov in top 16, but he got eliminated. And of course, Paulo Webb, which is a Laura main. I'm a Laura main as well. And other players too that have been eliminated. So it's going to be awesome to see who's going to reign to the top and get a seat at Capcom Cup.
Yeah, players like Didymokov Dark as well.
Yeah.
Zangief Polado, who made top 3 in this last time, didn't make the top 16. And then in the top 16, very interesting results. Let's check out the bracket. We'll show you who's in the top 8. So here is what happened yesterday in that top 16. Super cool results. The one that jumps out to me, I think, the most among these was Robinho versus Zhaoleshe. Robinho 2-0 over a player who has had a tremendous amount of success in the Brazilian scene, has frequently been in grand finals for this kind of event. And Robinho, not somebody who's brand new, but that kind of showing right there was remarkable. I was super, super impressed by how he played.
Yeah, definitely. And of course, we also saw other matches in the losers bracket as well. So, we've gotten Cabinho and Blue, just having that rivalry, really, like Blue as of saying like, oh yeah, I'm gonna gatekeep you, but
Yeah.
I guess like he did, but again, Zhaoleshe did reign from the bottom and just started just trying to do their best, get into top 8 and hopefully get a spot in first place.
Well, the one that stuck out to me, especially in that first round, was Shushu versus Paulo Webb. Those are 2 players,
yes.
again, who have had a lot of success in the Brazilian scene and internationally. They're 2 names that people know very well, even from outside of the country. So that happened in top 16 losers rather than, like, conceivably, winners side top 8, right? Like, cool, it's possible, like, just based on player strength. But that's where they met, and it was a close one. But as you can see, Paulo Webb moved on. And then in that second round, we had all 2-0s. You talked about Zhaoleshe moving on, but then Gust versus Paulo Webb, I thought, was a standout one, too.
Oh, yeah.
What did you think about that?
Just because, like, you play Honda and I play Laura.
What?
Just thinking about flashbacks of when we played.
Oh.
No, but, like, overall, it was, like, a really good match, considering that I did mention that V-Shift is really good in the game. We saw Gus using a lot of V-Shift mechanics and then, just dominating over Paulo Webb and, getting a spot in top 8. But overall, it's going to be awesome to see, like, these players just duke it out here.
Yeah, let's talk about that top 8. I'll show you who made it in. Here's how the thing looks. It's Neguinho versus Silverio 424, and then it's Patos Robinho versus Davi in winner's side. Then down there on the bottom side, Games Care Gust versus Shades BR, Showdown Razor Zhaoleshe, versus Showdown HK Dash.
Oh, they're on the same team.
They are on the same team. Showdown has met at the bottom right there for, you might say, a showdown. Neguinho versus Silverio is where we're going to start off. But let's talk about briefly all of these. What's cool, I mean, a bunch of things to talk about here, but what's very cool is how diverse of a character list we have.
Yeah, we don't have any duplicates at all.
Right.
It's so cool.
I mean, just to run down the list, Alex, Cammy, Karen, Mika, Honda, Yurian, Rashid, and Dictator. It's a good list. It's a good list.
It actually is a good list. And, you know, we get to see, like, different kinds of matchups. You know, we won't see any, like, mirror matches at all. So if you're at home learning how to see, like, you know, the Alex Cammy matchup or Bison Rashid matchup, you know, you're in the right spot. This is going to be awesome to see.
What's cool, too, is that in terms of where players are playing from, yesterday I thought we got a pretty good look at players from across Brazil, different sides of the country were represented. Shout out to Sao Paulo that has had seemingly the most success, if that's been the case, it seems like, for quite a while out there. But, you know, a good 2/3 of the people who have made top 8, 3/4 of the people who have made top 8 are from that city or from not too far away in that region. So shout outs to the players out there. You guys are doing pretty good work.
Woohoo!
Look, as far as the first one goes, Neguinho and Silverio. Alex for Neguinho and Cammy for Silverio. Can you talk about how you thought Silverio played yesterday?
Yeah, you know, we saw how much he dominated against Joe Orochi. Like, he had these amazing confirms, and he was very committed as to what he was doing. He did not, like, tinker away at all. He was very consistent, and I was just like, whoa. I think this is how a Cammy is actually supposed to be played, right?
Totally. Yeah, it was extremely impressive. The confirms were there, single hit confirms, very consistent. The offense was looking really strong, really hard to deal with. We didn't actually see the defense come up that often, just because he was in such control.
He was so strong, yeah.
But that side of it, when he needed it, it was there too. So yeah, it seemed to me like he had everything that you need to be really effective.
Yeah, definitely, of course. But of course, we can't leave out Neguinho as well. You know, just having Alex in top 8. I think that's so cool because, you know, a lot of people mentioned that, yeah, he is like quote unquote low tier. But hey, you know, like you can definitely make it work. You can definitely make it work. And just seeing Alex in top 8 just makes me so happy. So I guess, like, I am a bit biased. Like, I am rooting for Neguinho. Yeah, let's go. But again, you know, both players are so awesome, and hope to see, like, one of them proceeds throughout the bracket.
All right, well, as we tend to do, we ask the players to give us some insight. Let's head in and see what they had to say.
So, Neguinho, I don't have much to say, and as my master says, what matters is the winner at the end.
Well, okay, all right. Good luck to you. How about Silverio 424? I'm grounded and focused on what I have to do. There's no stopping me. With courage that pulls me, I will get through. You'll see. All right, I realized it was a rhyme halfway through. Nice work. Nice work. Silverio showing up. And again, yesterday, based on how he played, in my mind, he's coming into this as one of the favorites to get into winners finals. I mean, it's one more win to get there. If not grand finals, just he was so impressive to me.
Oh yeah, 100%. Me too. Because, you know, yeah, like we said, very strong commitment and just like doing whatever you can to just try to get that quick like 2-1 or 2-0 against any of his opponents. It was just super awesome to see.
Last weekend, as if you were watching the pre-show, was Red Bull Kumite. And in that, we saw Problem X versus NL. And part of that was Alex versus Cammy. Cammy actually beat Alex, although then Problem X had to come back. He did win the thing with Bison, but Alex didn't actually work out. I'm very curious to see how this goes and whether Neguinho is going to have more to say in that match.
That is true.
It sounds like we are getting into it. Here we go. Starting off with top 8 for Brazil number 2.
Yo, let's get it. I'm so excited to see this. This is going to be really, really good. And of course, you know, people at home just wanting to see this matchup and how it goes.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Here we are. Absolutely. Keep in mind, first to 3 here in the top 8 as we set around play here on the Top Joy Street Fighter Duel stage.
Ooh. I really like the logo. It's so, like, clean and
so he's really keeping his eye on that air approach. You can see right there, Neguinho was just hanging out. Oh, no.
That's going to be a punish, though. And then back grab into the corner, but still trying to keep his composure. Counter hit from Neguinho.
Keeping it safe. Non-committal anyway, maybe a better way to phrase that. Fierce coming to the rescue, okay.
Slam Silverio down on the floor. Oh no, that might have been a misinput though.
Right. Silverio's in trouble.
A regular grab just for a safe option, totally fine. Strong round one showing from Linguino.
If he can keep his eye on that air approach like that, crouching fierce trade, stand fierce just worked, so that would be really, really important.
Well, I see a little bit of shimmy from Silverio, but Linguino not taking any chances. Oh, there we go again.
He's hunting for the counter hit, nothing came. And right back to playing in neutral. Okay.
Ooh. That's gonna hurt. Oh, there we go with the hyper bomb command grab.
And then backing off. Can he get there in time? Beautiful choice. That V-skill did not get charged.
Oh no, tried to go for the grab, but Linguino just keeping a strong defense, stopping anything that Silverio is coming in his way, but found an opportunity.
Big chance. Silverio here.
Oh, okay, all right. Oh, and that, oh no, I thought that was gonna be it.
It could have been. That could have been as well. A couple of chances here for Linguino. He does
did it
steal
again. 1-0 to Linguino, so strong. He's like, I know you got the confirms, but I'm going to do my best to just keep you out of my space.
You're totally right, because that didn't even really come up. Like
Yeah,
whether
right?
you have good confirms or not didn't even matter in that. It was whether you can even get into that range in the first place. And it didn't happen consistently. I love the anti-airs. That's so important. Historically, that was a critique for Alex, but in Season 5 with that better stand fierce hitbox, that obviously came to the rescue. Forward fierce was there. Crouching fierce was there. He's hitting them with some heavy buttons.
So clean. And of course, again, you know, starting at 1-0. Oh, the crush counter from Silverio.
Oh! He's stealing some big frames in there.
Yep, and that just hit above the chest, and that is going to be punishable. Trying to keep next to Silverio.
Okay, yep, he's in. Linguino maybe trying to react with an anti-air, but he just didn't get there in time.
And then just one more combo to, oh no, that could have been it to stun Linguino, but he goes with the anti-air, Silverio down.
Okay! Oh, Silverio is in trouble. It's one mix-up. Actually, could be either way, one mix-up.
Oh, he was definitely reading the V-shift. Linguino with the big brains. Yo!
Okay. I love this right now. This is so sick.
Oh, I like how he tried to time the anti-air with the EX dive kick.
Oh,
That's
no.
going to be a big punish.
Silverio looking like he is in trouble.
V-trigger just to help deplete the stun bar. Very smart move from Silverio. Getting a good opportunity just out of... Oh!
Definitely not intended.
Yeah.
He wanted some other fierce there.
Oh,
Again,
again!
it happens! Oh, no!
Definitely a misinput, for
Yes,
sure.
walking around and accidentally getting back plus heavy.
Oh, no. Thought that would have been a punch.
Silverio's there! Okay, and the first, honestly, real confirm that he needed was there.
Definitely Silverio still not letting down.
It's an unfortunate round for Linguino with those two errors. Okay.
Oh, delay side switch. There we go. I think that's what Linguino was supposed to do in the last round.
Keeping it safe. Silverio knocks on the door. Oh man, the range of that fierce, beautiful. Oh, and he's out of there. Okay, first time he's used it. Same idea for Silverio, the Grey Lights. Oh!
Oh, there we go. I believe I see Linguino just trying to like punish the landing. Oh, the counter hit.
Silverio in trouble again! This time he techs. He's got the red bar. He's ready to go.
And Linguino just so confident because of that health lead too. So he could definitely do anything just to get the W.
Absolutely, yeah. He doesn't really need to make anything happen. Both of those hits are gone, and he's out of there. He's back to this neutral where he's been so successful.
Oh, Linguino! 2-0 against Silverio. This outcome is crazy because, like, honestly, you know, we did see Silverio played so well in top 16 where he was just hitting all these great hit confirms and being so committed, but Linguino is just trampling all over that. What's going on?
Well, we did talk up the hit confirms, which were real. Like, that was legit. But that hasn't even been very relevant. I can think of, I think, one medium kick that connected that he didn't actually confirm. I think he'd already committed to doing crouching medium kick into V skill,
Sure.
if I recall correctly. So he's already committed to that. But other than that, maybe one true hit confirm that he was able to even get in range for, and it was a Link. It was just Crouching Strong that he saw connect. If you're not up close, whether you have good hit confirms or not, isn't actually relevant because you're not there.
Sure.
And that's mostly what's been happening. Nuguino's been at a range where he wants to be. He's kept a great eye on anti-airs. He's mixed up well up close. It's not like he's been overcommitting even up close.
That's true.
He's just gone for regular grabs sometimes. Sometimes he's blocked in case of DP too. He properly called out the V-shift. Like he's playing super well on all fronts right now.
Yeah, definitely. And no, I definitely have to agree because, we did see Nuguino just like trying to be prepared to punish those EX dive kicks too. Because like he would do like the shoulder tackle and up into the air. And of course we saw those hiccups where like he did a misinput where he went into command grab. But I think that he was able to just recover from that and just so forth be super strong against Silverio. So it looks like no character change, and I'm assuming the same feature going to be skill here.
Yeah, just taking a little bit of time to think about things, which makes sense considering how it's gone. He does need to recalibrate a little bit. He certainly had a chance better up close. Didn't get the whip punish here.
Oh, there we go on the punish with the landing. Very good from Nuguino. Silverio still trying to be patient.
Yeah, and very frequently he has not been overly committal. Again, we talked about command grab a couple times, but other than that, his pressure has been, light slash.
Oh,
Again,
there
he's ready
it is.
for it.
Oh my gosh.
Oh. Silverio pops. He's in. He's trying to make it happen. He is.
Goes for a low shimmy into V-skill. Great catch off of Nuguino.
Oh, in time? No. The idea maybe was there. There's the confirm Silverio needs. Plus.
We've seen all those command grabs hit, but except the ones where he accidentally did command grab, totally hit. So strong.
It's match point just like that.
Oh no, that might have been a dive kick. Totally fine, still safe.
Didn't get the drill out of that one. Didn't get it out of that one. He doesn't have very many opportunities. It's hard to do. I don't want to make it seem like it's easy, but if he could have had that, it could have been a different story right now. Yep. When you're just playing defense in those situations, okay, throw me, no big deal.
And look at the defense from Nuguino too. Of course, just pressing buttons when he can, and right there, the opportunity. There's a V-shift. Oh!
Yeah, he's in.
Yeah, just one more hit. Could have been stunned for Silverio.
There
Is
you
that
go!
it? Is that it?
That's it! Neguinho with the clean 3-0 sweep over Silverio, who we were talking about so much beforehand, but the way that Neguinho played just kind of vitiated that entire idea of whether you have good confirms. He did miss a couple, unfortunately. He did miss a couple. But he also had a couple. It's just that isn't even what the match was about. The match was about, can you get into the range to even play that kind of offense in the first place? And he just could not get it consistently.
Yeah, but, he recovered, and he was able to just, find out different options. And, of course, just throwing buttons as how Silverio was also throwing buttons. But, wow, I'm actually very surprised because I thought Silverio would be able to kind of, tinker down his defense and just trying to do all the things he can, especially from top 16. But Neguinho, incredibly strong, very prepared.
All right. What a start right there. So you got Alex in winners finals. How about that? Let's take a look at the bracket. Yep. Just
awesome.
As a reminder, that is where Neguinho finds himself. Whether he'll play against Robinho or Davi remains to be seen.
Yes, so of course we know that Robinho plays Karin, Davi plays Armika, so this is going to be a really fun matchup because I actually have two friends that have played this matchup together. My friend playing Karin and my other friend playing Armika, and they have duked it out all the time where I'm just kind of like, okay, I guess I see how broken these two characters are.
Oh, man.
Okay, yeah.
Yesterday, Robinho just made a great showing. He looked so strong.
Yes, definitely.
Taking out Zhaoleshe 2-0. So before... in my mind, Robinho seems like one of the favorites here, just having watched that. And I think looking over what some of the other players say in terms of their quotes, it seems like we might not be the only ones who are thinking that.
Yeah, and we did see Davi play against HK Dash as well in top 16 winners and was able to proceed through the bracket. And of course, yeah, he's in top 8, obviously.
He sure is.
And Davi's Armika has definitely been, doing all those gambling factors where it actually works. So I'm really excited to see what he has in store. It's going to be super fun.
See what they have to say.
Robinho. Davi is a smart player with a very strong Mika. I'll do my best to win this match. And that's awesome, you know, just the humbleness just from the Brazilian FGC. It's like, you know, you're a strong player. I know that I am confident in the matchup as well, but I'm sure we'll do our best, and I love that.
Yeah, it's much like what he said yesterday when he said this will be extremely tough. Like, that was his full
quote. Mm-hmm.
And then he made a pretty good showing of it, like we said. What about his opponent? What do we got? Robinho is a player I have the utmost respect for, undoubtedly one of the favorites. I'll be prepared for such a hard battle. So recognizing this player is super good, I'm in for a challenge here, but at the same time, I'll be prepared. So I like this. I think this is a really good perspective to take as well.
Yeah, and of course, it'll be an experience too. Of course, like, I'm assuming that, yeah, both are friends and that they've played each other before. And just playing in top 8 in such a very important tournament, which will get you a seat at Capcom Cup if you get first place. It's like, you know, just showing that sportsmanship, like, yeah, we're both like very tough players to play against, but we're just going to do our best and see who wins. It's going to be really, really, like, sad to see, like, one of them, like, get into losers. But, of course, you know, it's going to be all good times.
So it goes. Any surprises here? We're looking for Karen Mika.
Yes.
That's what we got. So second match coming up right now.
Yes.
Again, the mid-range from Robinho, the kick confirms that he had. You could tell that Zhaoleshe respected that big time. And so it seems so far, so is Davi. Look at him making sure he blocks right there.
Oh, it looks like Robinho is trying to punish the drop kick, but gets a counter hit off of Davi. Very good opening.
And Robinho back to that mid-range. That's something we saw a lot last time, too, actually. He didn't want to pressure up close too much, it seemed, versus Zhaoleshe. He backed off a lot back to mid-range, where he seemed really confident, and he did the same thing here.
Great anti-air. Robinho is ready for the drop-in. Oh, the confirm.
I'm telling you, every time he was ready for it.
But of course, Davi is trying to do anything to get in, but Robinho's defense is so, so strong.
Well, we saw this a little bit, I would say, last time when Davi played against HK Dash. He played against a player who had great spacing, and he was able to get in enough.
Oh, and was able to interrupt the V skill, or no, the V trigger activation. Runs away from the dash skill. Robinho, 1 round up.
Just solid stuff. Nothing super fancy. Just very solid, reactive, excellent.
Oh, the punish! See, that's what he was looking for in the first round. Was able to get in this one.
Beautiful. And so just like that, Davi's back is to the wall. And again, Robinho back out to where he feels so strong.
Yep. With punish off of that. And of course, both players have both resources. But Davi, this is going to be a really good opening for him. Are we going to see a V-trigger activation? No, we're just going to keep seeing grabs. Safe option. All right, here we go, though.
What a block. And he's out of there. He spins the red bar to escape. He could have had knockdown. But I love what we're seeing. Oh!
It's an optimal punish. Robinho is so ready. Oh, but Pixel Health, though. Still alive. Still alive. Oh. They gotta make time. No, the spacing on the grab. That is so unfortunate. 1-0 to Robinho. Oh my god.
That was incredible.
That was actually godlike because, you know, Robinho, of course, having such strong offense and defense while Davi's, like, desperately trying to get in, especially, you know, you're playing a grappler. You want to get that mix-up situation going on, especially in the corner, but Robinho is not taking any of that at all.
If you're wondering, Stan Fierce is -6, and her super is 5-frame startup. So the research was done. He knew.
Oh no, missed the grab opportunity, but totally fine. Having the life lead from Robinho. Oh no, one more hit on Davi and base stun. As it completes.
Not quite there this time, but he's ready for the next.
That's definitely gotta hurt for sure. Davi sitting at a little bit of resources going on. Oh no, the punish on the drop kick though.
You can tell that Robino doesn't really feel like he needs to move forward. Like, he's comfortable just hanging out. It's clearly on Davi to be the one who moves in. even right now, okay, so we have a situation where Robino's down in life. I'm curious how he approaches this. He does go in. Okay. So now that he has the life lead, what's the choice? Pretty cautious. Yeah, right back to that strength.
And Robino just kind of backing up, just spacing it out, trying to whiff punish anything from Davi. But Davi does have V-Trigger on deck, can definitely make a comeback here, but just trying to be careful. Totally fine. There we go. Big opportunity for Davi. Oh, here we go. This is somersault into the V-Trigger. This is going to hurt. Command grab. Is that going to be enough?
Dude, maybe.
It is. Davi still alive in this. Let's go.
This reminds me of when Davi played versus HK Dash. He ended up taking it, but first game was very much controlled by HK Dash. And then as it went on, Davi had mix-ups and was stronger in neutral too, and that round looked good, just like that. Right.
Yep, V reversal, very smart move.
Yeah, it's definitely Davi who's, well, I was about to say, had been controlling. Robinho with the reactions yet again.
Just seeing Davi doing those drop kicks is just like letting Robinho having all that free damage off of him.
I definitely agree. Like, he doesn't want to make it easy on his opponent, but it seems like his opponent's really good on reacting to see which one is coming.
Double dash!
Double dash! Here we go.
Tries to go for a little shimmy. Just try to bait out EXDP. Tries to go for the EX grab, but doesn't work out. Robinho just getting out of that situation where he wants to be.
Oh, what a chance!
Oh, that's gonna kill! That's going to kill. Goes into the jab. Command grab. Davi. 1-1.
It's remarkable how similar this is to the last time we saw him yesterday. When, honestly, game number 1, definitely HK Dash's game. Spacing was there. The footsies were there. In fact, HK Dash wasn't even like in mix-up range almost at all. And then in game number 2 and 3 is a different story, as Davi still needed to get past somebody who has great footsies, right? It's just like in this case, obviously Robinho has great footsies, but he was able to do that enough and have good enough mix-ups up close that just like now, he ended up taking it 2-1. He's got to win 3 this time.
And great counter here from Robinho, just a little too close to him. See, and there goes the drop kick again, but no punish from Robinho. Well, we got a good confirmation from Davi. Command grab. We've been seeing a lot of command grabs lately. This is pretty great. Oh no, just a little too far.
Yeah. And Davi's out of there. Pretty even in life, though. There we go. Big chance for Robinho. Robinho in, out. Okay.
Oh.
The max range jump. Oh, no.
Is that going to kill again? That is going to kill David. We've been seeing so many finishers of the EX command grab. Davi, oh my gosh. He has that gambling factor going on right now.
Yeah. So all the success. Okay, right on through.
Yo, okay, Davi, do another one. I dare you.
He's partying. Look at this man in here. Into nothing. Surprising. Oh, get back in there. Come on. First charge up in a while. No V-Rev, importantly. Robinho holding on to that V-meter.
Oh, what a confirm. That is definitely going to kill. I'm calling it.
You're calling it?
Yes.
Oh, my God.
David, I called that. Wow, what a confirm. Because, like, he definitely checked Robinho just going into the vicinity near Davi. But Davi was so prepared of just doing the bread and butter into the critical art. That is so cool. Oh, my God. Oh.
Yeah. I mean, look, as this goes on, it's... I almost feel like it's a similar situation as to our last match where, oh, you got all these confirms. It would be a shame if you never had a chance to use the confirms. Like, what if I was just in there as a buzzsaw the whole time anyway? That's definitely happening right now. So for the way that Robinho has to play, I would maybe play a little bit more offense. Let's see what he does. Yeah, it seems like maybe that's more. Previously, he had backed off, right? Now he is moving forward a little bit more. More active.
All right, just going back to spacing it out. Catches the dash in.
Yeah, and absolutely caging. Okay, so now with a big life lead, maybe feeling more secure.
Yeah,
take the round.
there you go, Robinho. Just trying to take it easy. No need to rush. You have so much time on the clock, too.
A lot more solid. But again, starting off by having a more offensive approach, which we hadn't seen as much. Again, that is costing a lot of life.
Oh, great opportunity for Davi. Grab into a command grab.
Maybe you have worried about EX? I don't know. Fully resources Davi.
It looks like Davi tried to interrupt the dash. As you see, it was the counter hit. Oh!
Oh yeah, Confirm was there.
Other side, Visha, very smart move. Does not want to get into 50-50 situations.
Okay, forward moving from Davi. There it is. Super just built it. He had just built it.
That is not going to kill. It's at least going to put him at sliver health. No, I was wrong. That actually did a lot. Of course, it's Kadian's critical art.
Of course, of course. Of course it does a lot.
Oh, okay. Well, we got a 2-2. It's like...
It's a close one.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I have been seeing, of course, like, you know, the command grabs from Davi, but I feel like he's not doing it as much because he's like, I don't know, I'm getting too spoiled just from doing that. You know what I mean? Until like Robinho is able to like call him out for that, and of course still trying to keep up that offense and defense game too, which is solid. So of course he may be doing the same thing over and over again, but we'll see what Davi has in store for us.
Okay. Okay.
See, try to check it. The command grab. Yep.
Yep. Ooh, into nothing. Dancing around that spot, that Karen crouching medium kick spot. She dances into it in the first place. Here's Robinho. And now it's on Davi yet again. He's been here before. He's had to make a comeback before. Didn't get the button input. Oh no!
Yeah, look at the life lead from Robinho. Of course, anything can happen on his side. He would be totally fine.
Just like this. This is the start here for Davi.
All right, it's definitely going to be a safe route. Another safe route.
A little bit too far. Finally!
Yes, I was waiting for that. He didn't even do that. There are so many times where he could have done EXDP, but was not sure of it, would want to be in the safe route. Robinho, almost match point here.
Yeah, really saved it well. Wow, okay.
A little too far.
Right, gets the sweep, slight pressure, he's in.
But then again, we gotta be mindful of the resources we have. The trigger and critical are on deck.
And so Davi back to mid screen, but no anti-air. That might have been the first jump actually from Robinho.
Oh, it doesn't even check on the dash. It is a little too fast. Sometimes it can be a little hard, but it's possible.
Yeah, I think Davi's playing the role right now. There's a person who needs to get in, not looking as much for the opponent getting in.
Tries to go for a little shimmy. Robinho not falling for it. Oh, and that... Oh, no! Misses to confirm. Davi had critical art on deck to finish it off. Right there, too, but totally fine. Robinho recovered. 3-2 over Davi. Bringing Davi into the loser's bracket.
How about that? So Robinho ends up making it through 3-2, but that's about as close as it gets. And it was super cool to see the back and forth, the adaptations on both sides, the way that went back and forth. I mean, you go back and look at game number 1 versus game number maybe 3, where Davi had such control. And then you look again at game number 5, where, again, we're back to Robinho having a lot of control and making the good defensive decision. The only EXDP he did in the whole set was perfect. He started off offense with, I think, the only jump he had in the whole set in that game as well. Like I really, really like the adaptations back and forth.
Definitely. And it kind of feels like, you know, he has like some sort of like resources or ammunition of using the EXTP. Because, yeah, that was the only time we saw that. And obviously, if you do it too much, it can get a little bit like, you know, obvious to expect the EXTP. Yeah. But he did it out of the blue where it's like, he's not going to expect this. I'm just going to do it right here, right now. But he did it. And he is progressing through winners top 8. That's so cool.
Let's take a look at that. So we do know winners finals. It will be Negrinho versus Patos Robinho. And in the losers side, lots more work to do. Games Care Gust versus Shades BR. Winner that will play against Davi. And then a showdown between the showdowns, Zhaoleshe and HK Dash. Winner of that goes up against Silverio.
Oh, that's going to be just incredibly strong to see. And of course, yeah, so Gus and Shades BR, we are going to see a Honda and Urian. And of course, we all know that Ultra David plays Honda, has even that expertise in Honda. But, you know, we did see Shades playing Urian last night where he would just throw out these, the Aegis Mirror. And it would just kill anytime we saw that. But, you know, one thing that, you know, seeing all those brackets going on, you know, we do have the PlayStation brackets going on. So you can head over to CompetePlaystation.com to learn more about PlayStation tournaments and find more Street Fighter V action. It's going to be fun.
Did you ever think to yourself, I want to play Street Fighter? But what if I wasn't playing Street Fighter V?
Oh, well, what were you going to play?
Well, what if you were to play Street Fighter Duel, the Capcom authorized mobile game that's available for download in China and has a global version coming soon? You can follow Ryu, Chun-Li, and others to explore the mysterious organization, experience the classic stories with all your fighters, and recall memories of the original Street Fighter. Counter, stun, combo, and super. It's an impressive array of fighting elements, and the innovative multiplayer combos offer you a new battle experience, challenging your strategy and control. The arcade legend is reborn on mobile. Download Street Fighter Duel now and join the journey with millions of players to find out who is the best fighter. Well, as for us, we're going to take a brief break, and we'll be back with those losers side matches in just a little bit.
Time to fight, time to fight. Never give up, we won't retreat. The ones who stand up turn defeat. So fight, time to fight. Glory waits for those who fight. We unite, we are Street Fighters.
Guess it's time to start warming up. Riders have to strike out on their own.
Let's do this.
Welcome back, everybody. We've seen the winners beginning round for top 8 here at the Brazil CPT number 2. We're going to go down to losers side now, and we'll see what happens through that as we wind our way through that side of things. Of course, in winners side, as we saw, we'll take a look back here and refresh your memory, that in winners finals, we got Neguinho and Robinho.
Yeah, and we did see the match between Robinho and Davi and Neguinho and Silverio, and both matches were incredibly explosive, especially Neguinho against Silverio.
Yeah.
Considering that we hyped up Silverio where he had all these awesome footsies and commitments and all that stuff, but Neguinho just coming out strong. And for Robinho and Davi, it was so close between the two. Of course, Robinho had a very strong showing in like the first match, but Davi was like, nah, I got something else. I got something to show you. But Robinho definitely not falling for those shenanigans and proceeded through winners finals. But hey, we got some people in the loser side as well. Yeah. So we got Gus and Shades and Zhaoleshe and HK Dash both being on the same team.
That's right. Yeah, it just works out like that. Look, if you're in top 8 and you're in losers, that's how it goes sometimes. That's how it goes. So for Gust, we just talked up Neguinho a little bit. He's actually the person who sent Gust into losers yesterday. That happened. We then saw Gust qualify into top 8 by beating Paulo Webb, one of the best players in the country for sure, and doing so 2-0. Looking really strong in doing it. His hands pressure was really good. He escaped from pressure really well, and he just was a wall, and it seemed really tough for Paulo Webb to get through that. So in bringing that into the match versus Shades BR, it's going to be an important point. Shades lost to Robinho, who obviously now is in winners finals, and then had to make it through, that was earlier in pools actually, had to make it through Juninho Ross, Chocotone, and Joe Orochi in order to qualify for the top 8.
Man, what a journey it's been, honestly. It's, of course, getting top 16 and top 8, it is not a joke. It's definitely very competitive, and of course, the Brazilian scene, very strong. So, I am definitely looking forward to Shades and Gus, because obviously, like I said, Honda expert right here, man. Look at this Honda expert.
Just, I'm going to try not to be too much of a homer for the Honda boys, but we'll see if that happens or not. All right, let's hear what the players had to say.
So, Shades, Aegis, Reflector, give me your strength. Let's do this. I love the strength coming from Shades. We got this. We can do it. Hyping yourself up. That's what you need when it comes to a competition, because you can only rely on yourself when it comes to fighting games, really.
Yeah, and talking about that Aegis Reflector, you saw what happened yesterday in order to get it into the top 8 in the first place. His Aegis mix-ups were a huge part of it.
Yeah.
A huge part of it. So that is, I'm sure, going to be a part of this as well. All right, how about Gust? Aegis Reflector is nothing compared to the mighty Huda Huda Huda. We asked, what's that? What are you talking about? And he's talking about Honda's 100 hands, baby. Ooh, yeah. Aegis Reflector, nothing compared to the 100 hands. So he's coming in here with, honestly, quite a hands-heavy style. Not every Honda plays that way. right? Some players are more. One of the cool things about the character IMO is that you can play him in different ways. You can be active if you'd like to with hands. You can be a little bit more patient. You can maybe be more headbutt focused. You can be more mix-up heavy up close. There's a lot of different things you can do, but his style so far seems like it's that more hands heavy style and a little bit more patient when he's not being handsy, right? His defensive, we talked about him escaping from Paulo Webb's mix-ups, for example, right? That seemed like a really big focus that he had as well.
Definitely. And yeah, like you said, you know, as for Honda, you could just like play like super patient, pretty strong, or just like really slow turtle style.
You know, yeah, slow, patient Honda. It just takes a particular genius, I think, to make that character work. As you know.
Yeah, but we didn't even see Gus be that turtle Honda at all.
He wasn't turtle.
He was like constantly, you know, of course, knowing when to press the right buttons and just trying to pressure you down until like he kind of like breaks your mental in a way. It's like, I know you're trying to like block all of this, but I also have, you know, command grabs. I also have these EX butt slams, which I consider are jump scares. Like, it's so scary because you're just like standing there and then you see a big sumo just coming down onto you. Like, this is my life. All right, this is my life here.
So Honda versus Urian, in my opinion, is a pretty evenish matchup. It's a matchup where both characters have really strong things that they do. They both have really effective things that they do that, in my opinion, both of them are pretty good at shutting down from the other. So things like Urian knees. A lot of characters have trouble anti-airing. Honda just has a headbutt. And you know, for Honda's EX butt slam, Urian just has a headbutt also. Like, it's so I feel like it's kind of this matchup where they both have things that neutralize each other, and that makes the matchup go really interestingly. Oh, whoa.
And look at Gus, of course, being strong just as his footsies, his headbutts and butt slams. But Shade's got the anti-air on deck.
Gus hanging out. Back to the wall.
Hey, man, just hanging out.
Back to the wall, yeah. Looked like that might have been startup of headbutt. It wasn't quite fast enough. And he's out of there.
There's the EX butt slam. But Shade's BR, of course, just trying to throw the fireballs. Trying to throw the air fireball, too, just to catch the EX butt slam. Command grab from Gus.
Okay, but again, super important, Shades' Aegis. That's been huge for him. Alternatively, it's not going to come up.
I like the check on the dash there, because I know that Shades has V-Trigger on deck, wants to get something out of there, but Gus not letting that happen.
Oh, yeah.
Gets hit by the air fireball.
That feels bad. You got scoped like 2 seconds in advance. Wow, bringing it out. He's going to turn it into a little bit of offense. A little bit here. He's got a life lead yet again. Oh, my God.
Oh, just in front of him, too.
The guts from Gust. However, again, yes, it begins. The tech is there, the block is there, and the Aegis is out of here.
Oh my gosh. Oh, is he patient? Did he press a button? He is patient. That is going to be a lot of damage into critical art from Gus, taking match 1 off of Shades.
Yeah, I love it. I mean, again, that Aegis was really a big part of why Shades moved on into the top 8 yesterday. The first time that we saw it, the only time we saw it in that game, it didn't end up doing that much. I mean, yes, damage out of it, but not as much as you could, not as strong of mix-ups as you could, and Guts blocked, he teched, he blocked, and then that was it. Then it was back to this neutral, which he was winning.
Definitely. And I just really like how he just like stood there during the mirror mix-up. It's like, hey, if I get hit, I still have a lot of health, or it's like, hey, you know, I can try to jab you out of it. But Gus, so strong. Trade off of the fireball. Let me do a headbutt again.
Walks just into the range where Stand Pierce is cancelable. Gus is looking really strong. Uh-oh, you're in jail. You're in jail. The anti-air's there.
Slam, though.
Oh! And he pays for it. Shades. Oh, no. Oh!
Oh, yes, David.
I'm telling you, Urians are always ready for down Pierce.
And one more hit from stun. B reversal off of Gus.
Oh,
totally fine.
Great punish. Shades has offense. All he needs is a grab, and that's what he gets.
Just clean and simple, you know, just going from the grab. Totally fine. But Gus starting out with one of the first resources.
Yes. Yeah, he has gotten away with a bunch of jumping, so I like that Shades now, the last couple rounds, has been ready.
Mm-hmm.
Shades backs off again. I like the play from him right now. He holds down just in case of EX butt slam. He had the down charge.
Oh, uses the EX headbutt through the fireball, and of course Shades using knee drop, but still getting in just fine.
Oh yeah, this is looking really strong on Shades' side. He's not gonna kill yet, but it's close.
That is gonna kill 1-1.
He made such great adaptations in that he was looking for anti-air more. He backdashed out of the hands a couple of times just to escape, and then his pressure up close. It's not like he was overcommitting. Regular grab or just pressing buttons. He also had some nice spacing traps.
Yes.
Really important for both characters. Huge part of this matchup, and he definitely came out on top of that side of things.
You know, I'm really surprised that he did backdash away from the hands, because I remember anytime I would try to backdash away from hands, I would either like try to like do a flip or like get hit by it, but he found that right opportunity just to get out of that.
Yeah, Honda has to commit pretty hard to punish a backdash after regular hands. You gotta do it sometimes, but you know. Shades gets right.
Oh, prepared for the anti-air. Sometimes that stuff is really hard to time.
Absolutely, and he's just clearing the sky.
Oh,
he's killing it right now. I love this from Shades. Looking great.
Is this going to be a definite perfect? It is going to be a perfect. Shades, what the heck, man?
Well, Gust is continuing to go into the sky. He's blowing in like the Gust that he is, and each time Shades has had the fans knock him away.
Oh, he's on it again. Just doing it in his face. Headbutt anti-air. Very strong. Again, he knows when to do EX headbutt just to get through the fireball. Of course, do damage on the side.
I like the mobility right now on Shades. He's down in life a little bit, but he doesn't need to rush in. Gus is continuing to spend hands after forward roundhouse each time. He's continued to jump, although we'll see if he's made that adaptation. Maybe he has. A lovely backdash. Backdash yet again. Shades out of there. He's got the red bar blinking now. Gus knows the danger of that. Oh my god, he did it again.
B shift. All right. But Shades still in a tangle.
Oh, what a chase!
Oh no, the shimmy off of Gus. It's so scary because like when Honda walks, it's just like a little bit slow. It's a little hesitant when you're trying to shimmy. Oh man.
Wow.
Crush counter from Shades.
Maybe Gus thought that by not jumping he had opened up that range, but maybe not. Punish. Yes, Shades is there.
Another EX butt slam just to close the gap. But Shades also closed the gap well.
Oh, beautiful. Wasn't quite in range. Yes, it could have been. Absolutely. You can follow up all the way into the corner. Shades in trouble.
Guys! Yo, what was that? You know, we actually saw him like do the stomp cancel into hands, but he did it into butt slam.
Yeah, I mean, maybe he was expecting that putting that in the opponent's face would make an EX headbutt come out and that he would get over it. I'm actually not sure. I love it, though. It worked.
It's like you don't even expect it, too. Because, like, you know, because, like, you can cancel off of that into a command grab as well, but just did the butt slam. That's actually the first time I've ever seen that.
I have never used it that like that, but I'm about to.
Strong command grab from Gus. Jump, crossover, Shades, putting him into the corner.
Yes. Oh, so good. Finally, EX comes out. I was just thinking we haven't seen that in a while. It's going to be a punish. Okay, just a little bit. Shades gets what he can.
Again, very successful with those
Love
EX
it.
headbutts.
Love it. That is not free, and Shades was there this time. Unfortunately, doesn't get all he needs.
I like how Gus is just backing away. Does not want to deal with the Aegis reflectors.
Oh, wow.
Yep.
The challenge. He needs one more. Oh, maybe.
That's going to be it. That's going to be it. He was definitely timing for that. Punishing on the landing from Shades. Gus, close to match points.
Yes. Now, it's been one dash each time, and Shades has gotten away usually. That time is kind of what they were both looking for, and it didn't work out as Gus wanted, I think.
And of course, both players just trying to fish things out, but Gus having the better buttons of just closing the gap. Uses EX butt slam. I hate that move so much, but it's good.
What do you mean? Beautiful. Directly into hands. Shades. Yeah, you might think in trouble, but that actually could have been a punish with Aegis. That Aegis is a big deal right now. Could have been as well.
That could have been the V-trigger activation, but I like how Shades is progressively putting Gus into the corner because that would be a great opportunity to just do so many mixes here. Here we go. Shades with the mirror combo set up.
Now there is a super. He's going to have... Oh!
Oh my god! Gus! 3-1 over Shades! Yo, we've seen those EX headbutts hit all the freaking time. It went through the fireballs, hit Shades. It went through the mirror, hit Shades, and even won him the 3-1.
How about that? Shoutouts to Gus. Yeah, looking good. Like I mentioned, I think there's a bunch of things that both characters can do that kind of make the other one's things not as strong as they usually are. EX headbutt through mid-range projectile is definitely one of them. It's hard for Urien to activate V-skill at that range due to the same reason. So I really, really like that. Again, cool to see the adaptations that we saw in that. At one point, Honda was jumping too much. That was definitely the game that Shades took. And then after that, it didn't come up nearly as much, right? So clearly Gus made the change. But some of the things that he did were unusual, and I loved it. The
stomp cancel into
stomp
the
cancel,
butt
yes,
slam.
yes. EX headbutt in that range right there at the very end. Not something that you're going to commonly see, but he was totally right about both of those. And that's, hey, you got to be right to move on into top 6, which is where he's going to be at now.
Yeah, and of course, we definitely can take a look at the bracket. And of course, if I remember correctly, Gus is going to go against... Davi. Oh, I didn't even see him there. What? But anyway, we got Zhaoleshe and HK Dash. This is going to be a bloodbath because we see these two players are both on the same team. Showdown. And of course, Zhaoleshe, we know him as he plays Rashid, and HK Dash playing Bison. Both really good, strong characters.
Yeah, Zhaoleshe from Sao Paulo and HK Dash from not too far away. They're two of the players who are probably best known outside of Brazil. We've seen them do a lot of stuff over the years, and it is definitely a hard draw. But, if you're both of those players, they both have made it through good players already so far. HK Dash lost to Davi. He beat Paulo Webb before that, and then Zhaoleshe lost to Robinho, but beat Blue after that. Look, again, Zhaoleshe, talking about his success previously, he got second place last time at the last CPT, and he's gotten second place in a bunch of other stuff. He's been really, really effective over the last couple of years in the Brazilian scene.
Yeah, just multiple top 8s from Zhaoleshe, of course, very strong Rashid, and of course a player that you cannot mess with. But we can say the same thing for HK Dash too. We saw his Bison going against so many strong players, especially in the winners bracket. Of course, he went against Davi, but fell below him, and was able to progress in losers going against, I believe, was it not Kadoshi, Horace Paulin.
It was Horace Paulin.
Oh my gosh. Again, a very, very long journey for all these players, but there's a reason why they're in top 8. They're that strong.
All right. What do you got to tell us? Huh? What are we going to see from these guys?
Zhaoleshe. I spare a lot with HK Dash. We're teammates and friends, and it'll be a tough match in which we both know a lot about the opponent's game, but I'm coming focused to win. And of course, look at that handsome picture of Zhaoleshe. Of course, being focused too.
Yeah, the big smile on his face. Doesn't have the dreads anymore, which I thought were sick. But, sometimes you got to move on. I get it. That's all right. That's all right.
Yeah, I do like how, of course, he wants to win against his team member too. Both are there to win, but they want to get this opportunity to be at Capcom Cup. So it's really cool to see that Zhaoleshe is humble and does want to play the best.
What about from HK Dash? Please. Teach me the Seth versus Rashid matchup, Angry Bird. Too hard to deal with it using Bison. We did talk in the past, yesterday I should say, about how he has been using Seth lately. We do know him from before playing Dictator, and yesterday he actually did play Dictator as well. But it may be that we're going to see Seth. We'll see which one he ends up picking. Again, it's not going to be anything new between the two. Like Zhaoleshe explained, they play each other all the time. They're sparring partners. It's not going to be a case of somebody coming into this not knowing what to expect, right? So we'll have game plan this out. It'd be cool if it was Seth. That would be cool. It will mean maybe yet another character that we're going to see in this top 16. We've already seen, I think, 16. So why not more across this weekend?
Sure, yeah, and like we both said, that there aren't any duplicates in this bracket too.
Yeah.
So if HK Dash definitely does pull the Seth against Rashid, then we'll have another matchup that we can watch and then learn from it.
Okay, well, we're about to find out which one it's going to be.
It is Seth. Yo, honestly, I feel Seth is obviously really strong. We've seen so many high competitive plays with Seth, and of course here too.
Oh yeah. Little baby Seth. The little Seth head on the top of that body. That cracks me up.
Tiny Seth.
Look at his head. Aw. Yeah, there's not going to be any mysteries between the two. So why Seth? I get it. You got a couple of a few actually anti-projectile options for Seth to get through whirlwinds like that. He's got such great mobility. He's got the DP to deal with stuff that Bison doesn't have. Makes sense to me.
And of course, I did mention that Rashid, as a character, has very strong corner carry.
Oh, yeah.
Seth does as well, but was able to get the crossover jump into the cradle. Back in the corner you go.
Immediately trying to check. Into trigger 1 is what he has. Oh, jumping!
Oh, no.
Oh, he's going to make him pay.
That's definitely going to hurt pixel health from HK Dash.
Yeah, HK Dash, though, with that V-Trigger 1's got a lot of damage potential available to him. If he can find a hit fast, he's not going to do it. But look, that V-Trigger 1 does actually deal a lot of damage when you get the right hit.
Round 2.
Ooh. Oh, yeah, that one's really good just to close the gap.
It's got a great hitbox on it. Maybe lack of hurtbox is a better way to put it. Oh, a little bit too far. Zhaoleshe knew where he was safe and where he could walk back from. They called out the down roundhouse? Wow. Delay was there. HK Dash in big trouble.
And Akama will do it just for the stun, but HK Dash getting out of the situation. That is going to be a stun. Is this going to be kill? It is close.
Ooh, it's not enough. It's a pixel. HK Dash. Oh, wow. Okay.
No.
Okay.
Zhaoleshe just so strong, going 1-0 against HK Dash. And I just really like how he just kind of like sat there and just did crouching short. Just nothing too fancy. And of course, having no health lead as well. It's like, I can do anything. Just come at me. Do it.
And if you need a round closer, that Rashid crouching short, one of the best. Like if you just need one more hit, you just need a little bit of life tax left.
Yeah, mash that.
Honestly, one of the best ones.
And again, this is first to 3. Just trying to, picture something. Okay, trade in the middle.
I don't know that we saw V-Skill 2 last time. I mean, he had it, but I don't think we actually saw him use it. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking about. Right, so the spin, V-Skill into spin. If you want V-Skill 1, you got another anti-projectile tool. It's got a bunch of stuff going on. It's just that you have to know what's coming up next, or maybe be able to react at least.
And I really like how HK Dash is utilizing that button too to try to close the gap. And of course, doing that as well, just a bread and butter. Zhaoleshe goes for the first EX Tornado.
Oh, he knew it too. He waited just a little bit after the dash.
Oh, the juggle. One more hit. It's going to be stunned, but tech grab. HK Dash trying to run away.
Oh, yes. He finds his way in. Question is how much he wants to spend. Enough to get grabbed.
Yes, he was so ready for that. He was so ready for that. And that's smart too, because especially since you have V-Trigger, you kind of just want to do your thing, but also be patient as well. You have so much time on the clock.
Last time dash up crouching strong, this time dash regular throw. That little spindly head man moving forward. He's got it into the corner now.
Ooh, got him
really
grounded.
Different story. Yeah, it's going to be 1 pixel from stun, but anything will do it. Not anymore. Zhaoleshe is out.
I'm pretty sure if he did EX Cradle, I feel like that would have stunned him for sure, but totally fine. Look at the life lead that HK Dash has. Pixel health from Zhaoleshe, though.
Staying in this thing. Oh, staying in this thing for real now.
Oh, Zhaoleshe still alive in this. Trying to mix him up. That is going to be stunned, but is this going to be... No, it's not going to be kill.
Oh, yeah. Kill. I feel like I just saw a Street Fighter 4 unblockable setup. Did you see the setup you just did after that sweep? The sweep crush counter? That was sick.
Man, Zhaoleshe is still alive in this. Does not want to get defeated too soon. And the access from HA Dash has been very on point. Of course, he has been delaying it just to hit the anti-air off of Zhaoleshe.
Zhaoleshe trying to get the corner. After that fierce, HK Dash dashed in, and just like that, it's his turn. Sometimes you make specific predictions, and you're right.
I feel like when it's with Rashid, you just can make anything that can happen. Just like flying all over. Oh, the side axe. Okay. Just get the side switch.
Oh, and has super, and he's going to spend it.
Even if this isn't kill, he will still have stun up there.
I mean, he's either going to kill or be a pixel away. Yes, there it is.
True.
Any hit's going to do it. Any grab's going to do it. He knows, you can tell the way he's playing. All he needs is one hit. Zhaoleshe is frozen.
Oh!
He's dunked into the doghouse by HK Dash.
Oh my gosh. It's just that like small little shimmy that just kind of like puts your life on the line too, especially having that much health. It's so scary to be in, but HA Dash still reigning upon Zhaoleshe, especially when we saw the round 1 shenanigan where he was just buzzing all around and just shredding HA Dash's health. Just so crazy. But of course, you know, I feel like that's how Rashid's supposed to be played. Interruption with the crouch counter. Yo, let's go, Zhaoleshe.
Oh, yeah. Looking good. Oh! Seth in trouble. It's not going to be quite grab kill range. Actually, maybe it is already. It's very close.
Ooh, that's gotta hurt. HA Dash was just kind of like fumbling with the bag in the corner. Just kind of hard to beat. But I feel like if he had... No, he did have trigger, which could have done like V reversal or V ship in the corner. That's totally fine. New round, new me. But Zhaoleshe just still so strong.
HK Dash on reaction out of there. Beautiful. I really made him pay.
Oh, V reversal, punish. HK Dash was so ready for that.
Blocking anything's going to give him trigger at this point. Yep, there it is. HK Dash not ready with the anti-air this time, but he's going to get into, if he wants, corner at least is where he is, but he could activate next hit. There it is. Great patience. Little frame trap. Zhaoleshe didn't take the bait.
Oh.
What a risk to take for Zhaoleshe.
I really like that because like Zhaoleshe was hoping that he would anti-air, but definitely didn't rain upon that. HA Dash really close.
Can he get an anti-air? It's not quite. Zhaoleshe starts things off. He's got the corner just like that. Always so fast. Speaking of corner carry, though, this character Seth, no slouch in that department.
Yeah, no kidding. We've seen so many axes from HA Dash where he would delay it or he would just do it like that just to catch the anti-air. Very strong from him, but Zhaoleshe has V-Trigger activated.
HK Dash been real shifty with music, or with movement. All of a sudden back in. The super's ready to go and he can just chip out. That's what he goes for.
See, and I'm talking about those axe kicks too, where he's just constantly doing it and of course delaying it as well, hoping that Zhaoleshe would just try to anti-air or just kind of like just take the chip damage from it too. But him activating V-Trigger definitely put him in a deficit because of course I have critical art. I can chip you out. Yeah. Oh my gosh, incredibly scary to be in, but HK Dash was so strong in that showing.
I get if you're Zhaoleshe, you want to get into that trigger because, you know, you need to make the comeback.
For sure.
That's a feeling anyway. That's a certain perspective. But yeah, the risk is, as you said, could be chip killed.
Ooh, with punish, but no combo afterwards. But Zhaoleshe has a confirmation from on his side.
Nice.
I'll catch us into the dash, but there's the anti-air crossover.
Ah, beautiful pressure. We've seen this kind of thing before, and now HK Dash got trigger. What a catch. Previously, he had been hit by that. This time, Zhaoleshe with the check and turned it into his own offense.
He's definitely powered up. Yeah, because HK Dash is 2-1 over Zhaoleshe, and if he does win the match, oof, it's going to be serious.
Ooh, very buttonsy, very whiff heavy. HK Dash finally finds it.
Tech grab. There's the axe kick again. It's been so successful in HK Dash's end.
intended shimmy. It didn't quite work out. Zhaoleshe back to the middle of the backyard.
Ooh.
Nothing.
Oh,
What a
no.
backdash timing into forward dash all of a sudden. Zhaoleshe with pressure. A little bit of time just in case of DP or super.
Oh, and there we see it again with the chip super. Yo, HA Dash. He's being very aware of, like, you know, meter management and seeing what they have for resources. Very strong showing, but of course, close to match point on HK Dash's side.
No anti-air this time. It's Zhaoleshe who has pressure.
And of course, just trying to close the gap and using the axe just to get a little bit closer to Zhaoleshe.
Yeah, as you said, he's been using that really nicely. Get out of situations, create situations for himself. Okay.
Ooh.
Big risk, and what he hopes is going to be the last round. I feel like that's the sign right there of him trying to put an end to this. However, Zhaoleshe is still in. Oh yeah, especially now. Next hit could be stun.
Yep, it is. Zhaoleshe is still alive, and this does have critical art to finish it off, and he does do it. 2-2. Zhaoleshe. You know, we can't count him out yet. This dude literally got multiple top 8s at multiple tournaments, and he's still alive. Look at him.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely still one of the best in Brazil. One of the best Rashids in the world. Looking great. And, I mean, he continues to look good in a lot of these situations. Even that moment where HK Dash did axe kick, then EXDP, right? As kind of like a trying to force his will on what Zhaoleshe was going to do. That didn't put Zhaoleshe off of his game. Right? That didn't make him play any differently, which is really important. Again, it's not like this is a case of like two players who don't know each other who are like, what are you going to do next? That's a case of two people who know each other super well and who know exactly what they think the other opponent's going to do.
And a great opening from Zhaoleshe. HA Dash didn't anti-air for damage. There's the anti-air.
Not canceled. Steals a turn. Zhaoleshe has pressed buttons there and has had the crush.
Oh, great with punish, but doesn't complete the combo.
This time looking good. This is what HK Dash needs. Okay, a little bit of patience from HK Dash. Tries to get out of it. Zhaoleshe's there.
Just anything that can hit.
Yeah, any grab is going to be enough for Zhaoleshe as well.
Oh my gosh, the EX Cradle just in time.
Okay, activation. Zhaoleshe absolutely trying to block it out.
Oh my gosh. Now putting Zhaoleshe in match points.
Yeah, what a back and forth set. HK Dash doesn't want it to be over quite yet. Great patience from Zhaoleshe's side.
Oh. Yep, an interruption going into the tornado. And of course, slowly pushing HK Dash into the corner. This is where Zhaoleshe wants him to be. All that pressure just going in, but HK Dash using EX Cradle again.
It's not going to be the last round if he wins this one, so he's, I guess, more committed to that idea. Oh, big chance. It's the corner.
Yep, the storm is coming.
Next hit could be kill. It will be stun or hit, and that is going to do it.
Zhaoleshe 3-2. Oh my goodness. You know, I thought that HA Dash was definitely like more dominant in the matchup, but it looks like Zhaoleshe was able to kind of like recover, sit there and be like, all right, I just need to cool down. I know what to do, and was able to win a 3-2 over HA Dash.
Yeah, very close set. You could definitely tell that these are two people who know each other well. Some of those decisions that they made are things that I'm not sure that they would do against everybody else. But when you're playing against your training partner, your teammate, your sparring buddy, you know, you have a better idea, maybe I should say, about what they're going to do than usual. And that means that your choices are not necessarily the same. It's always a treat to watch that as the viewer. Two players who know each other in that kind of fashion. It's definitely what we saw right there. But congrats to Zhaoleshe for moving on. That means that, unfortunately for HK Dash, he is out of it for this one.
But, of course, you know, a strong showing from him as well. Just getting the top 8 in such a stacked tournament is something to be proud of, really. But hopefully we can take a look at the bracket real quick to see where we are. As for winners, we still have Negrinho and Robinho in the winners finals. In losers quarterfinals, we do have Davi and Gus, Silver Rio, and Zhaoleshe. It kind of feels like Zhaoleshe is kind of like still holding the torch for Showdown. Like, I still got it. I'm still in. I'm going to do my best to win for the whole team. But then again, all these players trying to get a seed at Capcom Cup, it's going to be so fun to watch. We don't know who's gonna get it. These are all strong players.
6 players left, and as you said, they are all good ones. A lot of great stuff going on in the Street Fighter world nowadays, and if you'd like to be a more active, participatory part of it, if you'd like to play yourself, you can head over to compete.playstation.com to learn more about PlayStation tournaments and find more Street Fighter V action.
And you know what else that we have? We also have the Street Fighter Duel. The Capcom authorized mobile game Street Fighter Duel is now available for download in China, and a global version will be coming soon. Keep a lookout for more news on the global release and get ready to join the journey with millions of players to find out who is the best fighter in the world. I love seeing the splash art for that. It's so pretty. I like it a lot. Man, but hey guys, as we are proceeding through the bracket, we are going to take a short break. Definitely get some drinks, snacks, go use the bathroom or whatever. We will be right back. Check you later.
Time to fight, time to fight. Never give up, we won't retreat. The ones who stand up turn to feast. So fight, time to fight. Glory waits for those who fight. We unite, we are Street Fighters.
Lock and loaded, it's time for war.
Can't start a show without the star.
This is the path of my destiny.
Come on, let's turn up the heat. About time to finish this.
See what I'm really made of.
I'll show you.
How you like this? It's time for war.
That is the truth of what you must seek.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the online CPT of Brazil number 2. I am here with
Ultra David and Marine, as you know. Thanks a lot, dude. It's always a lot of fun hanging out with you.
Yeah.
Fun to commentate. We have had several of the matches so far. We got a bunch more, though. We can take a look at the bracket and show you where we are headed next.
So, of course, in winners finals, we have Neguinho and Robinho. Losers quarterfinals, we have Davi, Gus, Silverio, and Zhaoleshe. So, of course, we are going to start out with Davi and Gus. We got the Armika matchup with E Honda.
Yeah, that's what I'm expecting, certainly. And it's, again, I mean, look, you know me. I think Honda's good, right? I've been saying that. I've been consistent in that since the character came out. So I feel like I have a rosier view of him than many people do. But I feel like it's a pretty even match. It's a match where, again, they certainly both have tools that can blow up the other one's options. Honda has pretty useful defensive tools, I think, in this matchup. Ways to deal with things like drop kick and with the jump or the air splash, that kind of stuff. You just, either way, like, you're just headbutting underneath, even if she does the weight, in the sky and then drops on you, if you have the right timing. And he's got really good buttons that are just kind of stop signs. At the same time, Mika, whenever she gets going, is just really terrifying. Every character, doesn't matter how good your defense is, how good your defensive options are, you're in trouble. And Honda doesn't have very good defensive options. Right? He doesn't have anything that's immediately invincible. Right. He doesn't have a 3-frame button. His 4-frame buttons are the size of little T-Rex baby arms. They're tiny little things. And so he oftentimes just has to kind of guess defensively. So it can be a swing-heavy match, absolutely.
Oh, and starting out strong from Gus's and misses the grab. Oh, that's going to be a punish.
Yeah, Davi already in the corner. But how often did we see... What a backdash from Gus, who knew exactly what was coming. But how often have we seen Davi start off losing the first game and then ending up taking it? It's been twice so far. So him being on the back foot early is definitely no issue.
Oh, the counter hit from Davi. This is going to be really good, keeping Gus in the corner. This is where he wants to be.
What? Did you see wake up regular command grab? Wake up 7-frame, not at all invincible command grab?
Just do it.
All right, here's Davey. Starting to party.
Again, EX command grab. It's been so successful on Davi's end and always has it as a finisher, too. Davi, so strong.
Yeah, again, if he's losing early, he absolutely has the ability to make the big comeback. I've seen it multiple times now. Backdashes.
Oh, great opportunity to jump. Crossover. Davi catching Gus backdashing.
Here's Davi. He maybe needs one. Oh, what a call.
Definitely right. And a reset, too. That is definitely going to kill.
Is it the big boy, huh?
Oh, just a pixel.
He lives. Not for long.
Did you see that range? That range for the command grab? Davi.
Nice work. Yeah, Davi looking good right there on offense.
Yeah, and like I just like how he was just trying to use the crouching short kick just to see if Gus would either like backdash or jump, just trying to keep him grounded. But then it was able to use the, I believe it was just like the light command grab, just because it has more range to it. But yeah, definitely super cool. Of course, 1-0 for Davi. Off the crush counter, off of the drop kick.
Oh man. Davi's offense! And Gus, meanwhile, really trying to hold on to that V-meter, maybe to his detriment.
Oh, oh, yo. Yo, he feeling himself. And he's doing a good job of that. He did it again. The light short, the short kick. Yeah, the short kick where he was just doing that. And then into the command grab as well. What a range.
That was a big perfect right there. Look at this. Again, Davi just sweeping the stage clean with that stand medium punch. Knocking everything off the table. All right, a lot of damage available here. What's he going to go for? Beautiful stuff.
Yo, Gus is powered up. He got mad about the teabag.
Uh-oh, maybe going in a little bit too much.
I kind of like that attempt just to get the headbutt out of there. Does not want to deal with Nadeshko.
Just like that, it is Gus with the big life advantage. Davi needs to get back in. Never count him out. We've seen that. What? Oh my god! And it works
out. Yo, yeah, I just like how he just like back jump, hit him. Doesn't want to deal with any of the pressure that Davi has in store.
Oh no!
Whoa! Gets hit by the microphone.
Right into the corner. Davi does have super. Link. Next one could be for stun.
Oh no, Gus almost close to the stun there, but Davi was able to recover. Side switch, no, just the same side.
Keeping it plus. Right. Corner again. Low TG. Question is whether he'll overextend. Davi seems patient. And no, he didn't have anything to cancel out.
He didn't. I was kind of expecting for like just Davi to sit there and just do the EX command grab because you know we saw Gus just like sitting there just staring at him like do it, I'm watching you. But no, Gus was just like just eyeing him down and then of course punishing that the somersault or like the tumble from Davi. But man, I think the teabag was like, nah, you ain't gonna teabag me.
Come on,
man.
game
You ain't gonna teabag me.
Come on.
Oh, the interruption.
Right, again in there. Gus very active all of a sudden, expecting the backdash. He was right.
Oh, and there we go with the punish, but not heavily punished from Gus.
Oh man, you're just going from +2 to +5, +2. Honda life, baby.
Man, you love seeing that, huh?
Yeah, I do.
Anti-air, yep. Don't want you to be near me, but Davi is still going to push through. Activating V-trigger, Nadeshko coming through into the corner.
Okay. Oh, following up. Oh, it's still too far away, unfortunate for Davi.
He got the command grabs too. Gus coming in strong. And you know, like those dashes are so fast, and especially like if you do it once, it is very unexpected.
He's got that kind of dash where it's not frames-wise fast, but you can't tell that he's moving until like already several frames into it, right?
Yeah, that is true.
It's true, much more of a slow match. Ah, finally, he's been holding on to that super for a while. In this game and in last one, finally it came out.
Yeah, that's totally fine to just use it and then build it up later on.
Oh, sure. Sure, no big deal.
Oh, big punish from Gus.
Oh,
keep pressing those buttons, baby. Okay, it's going to teabag. I'm calling it now. Do it. Do it. Oh, yeah, he's doing it. Gus. Yo. It's like, you teabag me, I'm going to teabag you. Oh, my God. And like he did the EX command grab like how Davi did the EX command grab and then teabags him. That is karma for you for sure.
Poetry right there.
Oh my god.
Honda's poetic, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, it's the Honda is pure poetry. I'm going to go out on a limb. What a beautiful man. Look at him. Regal. Oh, interesting. I love it from Davi. You got to challenge against hands. You can't always escape.
Whoa, anti-air ready for that?
Gus is away.
That's totally fine. Depleting the stun bar. Does not want to get stunned and leave an opportunity for Davi for free damage.
Yeah, just whittling away slowly is Davi. Okay, he's got the corner.
I got it.
Into the bananas.
Oh, no.
Almost into the sewer. Nice. So Davi, once he gets the corner, once he finds the knockdown, he's still looking good. Out of there.
All right, see you later.
Oh, what a catch. Right.
Oh, yeah,
-2.
punish.
Wow. Wow.
Oh, no, tries to go for it again, but doesn't work out.
Oh. Reset even. Pestering.
Oh, and there it is. Yo. Oh, it doesn't stun though. Just one more hit.
What patience by Gus. Oh, not quite for the kill. Davi lives.
Yes. He definitely checked the somersault. He definitely checked the drop kick. He was so ready for that because especially how much health he has, he's like, jab, I'm just to do it.
Right,
Oh.
okay. The timing was good for Davi.
Oh, using an anti-air for the EX.
I love this right here. Yeah, this is not going to guarantee pressure immediately, but one mix-up and he's in. There it is.
Regular grab. Okay, Gus, using V-Trigger, try to find some way to get out of the situation.
It's too far away for V-Trigger to work after that, he knew. Oh, he's really pestering
Oh,
now.
yeah, just pressing those hands, baby.
Davi has trigger.
All right, here we go. Party time for Davi. Deshko, where are you? All right, there you are, but you didn't do anything. But the command grab, is that going to kill? No, wait, it definitely is. It definitely is.
Oh,
no,
the big boy.
No way.
The big boy.
He definitely had some white health going on there. That would definitely kill, but just pixel health? Gus trying to use all of his resources and backing away.
Oh, what a dash.
Dash in. Davi is still alive. 2-2. Yo, it's coming even here, huh?
Great match.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, because, like, we've always seen Davi just using EX command grab for the finisher all the time. And then, of course, we did see Gus do the EX command grab as well. But Davi is catching up.
Absolutely.
He's catching up.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, it's a close one, 2-2. I think you can see a lot of the back and forth stuff that I was talking about that can work in the match. Right, great pressure once Mika gets going, but, you know, Honda can control that mid-range pretty well.
And you got the check and dash.
Coming off of it. Not in the corner. Oh, okay, here's the pressure. Wow, dash!
Oh.
Tried to dash forward. How about that? Right, we haven't seen the extra response from Davi.
Oh no, punishes the stomp from Gus. This is going to hurt, especially putting him into the corner. Yeah, give me some space, Davi. Come on. Oh, but the crush counter, that is going to kill Gus, sitting on match points.
Here's Gus, but look, Davi has made comebacks in the past, not just in this set, but in the previous sets too. What a dash forward. Suddenly the big man moves.
Yep, hands in hands, more pressure, but body slam.
Yeah, Davi's been right on that every time. That splash has worked each time he's tried it. Here he is. We've seen the success he's had. He's looking for super.
Ooh,
wow.
What a punish.
Trigger available. Going right into it.
Oh, gets hit by the V reversal. This would be really good because Davi does want to keep Gus in the corner, but of course space things out.
Any of those could be into trigger if they connect, right? And so Davi knows. He knows the stakes.
Ouch.
Still, we have not seen the response from Davi after the EX butt.
Gus's V trigger is just slowly depleting here too. Just not making a move.
He's done honestly a huge amount of chip though. Davi's been holding on to that super. He's got trigger now.
Definitely waiting for the right opportunity. It's just that these hands are just so explosive. Just keeping him out.
The chip has been like half of his health bar.
One more hit. All right, Nadeshko, I need you.
Oh!
All right. Oh my gosh. Is Davi still in this?
I think this is... Yeah, gonna kill.
Both players sitting at match point. This is crazy. And, you know, it is definitely rewarding for Davi. He's like, yes, I finally used critical art. I'm still in live, baby. Let's go.
Yep, there's the answer. Davi. Trying to run it. Not for long. Oh, what an escape. I don't know that he was specifically looking for that, but that was beautiful.
Yeah, I really like how Davi just dashed up and punished it. One more hit is going to be it. Ready for the V-shift.
Coming off both bars.
Davi doing his best to just keep still on the stun bar. Doesn't work out in his end, though.
First grab in a situation like that comes in the very final round. He's rushing in.
Oh my gosh. Both players kind of sitting in mutual health here. It can go either way. It's going to be so scary. EX butt slam.
Too far. Davi, keep in mind, his round closers have been that EX grab.
Yep.
Okay.
There's
he needs one guess to get in.
Oh my god. This is a nail-biting situation.
Oh, yeah, who's going to be the one who makes the active motion? It's medium punch. The stop sign from Gust puts an end to Davi's run. And Gust will be the one who moves on.
Wow. You know, it was just so funny just seeing like Davi just kind of like teabagging Gus in the first match against him. But, you know, Gus, as a Honda player, you know, just throwing out those hands and, of course, teabagging him as well, returning the favor, was able to turn things around and get himself, you know, in the losers quarterfinals, I believe.
Yeah, he continues to move forward. What a super, super close set. Really interesting back and forth on both sides. Cool reads. Oh, I love that. That was a blast to watch. All right, well, as you said, it's going to be Gus hanging out in next round, and who will join him? It'll be either Silverio 424 or Showdown Razor Zhaoleshe, who we saw just a little bit ago play in losers. We haven't seen Silverio since the very first match of this top 8, so he's been sitting there for a little bit. When we saw him yesterday, again, the player we saw was very effective. Excellent hit confirming, excellent pressure, excellent movement. That was shut down by Neguinho and his anti-airs and his own offense and his own patience when Silverio got in. So how will Zhaoleshe deal with this? Something we'll see very shortly.
And of course, you know, we do have something else. Of course, if you want to see more Street Fighter V action, we do have the brackets over at PlayStation, where you can head on over to compete.playstation.com and you can learn more about the PlayStation tournaments and find more about the Street Fighter V action.
Yeah, absolutely. Get into that if you can. Look, for Zhaoleshe, he continues to move forward. He's a player who we have seen throughout the years, especially the last couple, have a ton of success in Brazil. And that's been a blast. It's been super, super cool to watch that happen, to see it maybe continuing to happen. As far as his run so far, he's only lost to Robinho, who looks like, I mean, very hard to stop.
Yes.
Right? We saw Robinho in winners finals. Other than that, Zhaoleshe has been moving through and looking good in doing it.
Yes, definitely. And then, you know, of course, yeah, like you said, I'm just really looking forward to how like Zhaoleshe will definitely like be reigning throughout the losers bracket and like hopefully get another thing on his list of just, you know, getting multiple top 8s, but hopefully making the first place at Capcom Cup.
Okay, well, we're going to hop in here. So far, Silverio himself has only lost to one player. That was Neguinho. It's the characters we expect. Rashid versus Cammy.
Oh, it is Rashid versus Cammy. Oh, yeah, this is going to be good. Oh, yeah.
Two strong ones, no doubt about that. And you can see that Zhaoleshe understands the risk of getting hit by crouching medium kick. He's been very safety first when Cammy was in that range so far. Great catch.
Oh, grabbing from him, but Silverio just backs away, but it works on Zhaoleshe's favor. Really close to stun on Silverio, but the interruption from Silverio. Very clean.
Ooh, this time it was missed. There it is. This is what we need to see more of from Silverio.
And of course, Silverio just sitting on all that resources, uses it.
Oh, and no link. And Charlotte's just out of there. He needs to make the comeback, though, right? Silverio only needs a grab. Beautiful. Interesting that Zhaoleshe pressed medium punch right there. He's maybe reading walk forward? I don't know, but Silverio had the whiff punish.
Oh, great jump in opportunity from Silverio. And of course, Zhaoleshe still returning the favor and having critical art on deck. Oh my gosh. Backing away with the grab. And of course, both players sitting on critical art. Zhaoleshe does have V-Trigger on deck to activate, and he does.
Silverio just trying to stay away. He might be out of range of that. Oh, he actually, yeah, he was. He just moved in himself.
Yep,
okay,
V-Trigger activation.
Just blocking for his life. Gets hit.
Is that? I think no, I think it's a bit pixel health here.
Dash mix up is what we're going to see.
Ouch. Yeah, that's what's going to hurt because it's like, obviously you want to like back away or just like jump away, but it's not going to work against Cammy because she definitely can keep you there. Stay there because I'm trying to win this, you know?
Yeah, a character who gets to get into super like that and then continues to get offense after that. Not every character in this game gets pressure after super, especially as strongly as she does.
Yes.
So cool to spend it, get in there, continue to do your work. Okay, well, so we'll see how Zhaoleshe dances around those buttons of Cammy's. You can see he's trying to be a little bit outside of those a lot of the time. Yeah, again, continues to be forward strong.
And of course, utilizing the EX dive pick as well just to get in there. Oh, the anti-air coming from Silverio.
That hadn't come in the last game, so it's important to see now. Ooh.
And look at just, you know, just pressing buttons just to deplete the health bar off of Zhaoleshe, but does have V-Trigger.
Okay, here's Zhaoleshe. Oh, wow.
I like the delayed wake up from Silverio. He does not want to deal with any of the tornado pressure.
Out of there. I love this. And a little bit too late. So Zhaoleshe, if he finds another right hit, it's going to be the round. Trying to keep Silverio here. Yes. Oh, wow, she reaches underneath.
Gotta watch them toes.
She really gets under there.
Yep, spiral arrow. Oh no! Zhaoleshe gets hit by... Oh, was that a
dude, I haven't seen it in a while. Yeah. Sick. Oh, man. Right.
There we go.
He needs a lot of work.
Yep, that worked the second time. Now Silverio just kind of like spacing things out because he wants Zhaoleshe to come to him. Having the life lead there. Oh, okay. The grab finishes it out 2-0 against Zhaoleshe. Oh my gosh. Is Zhaoleshe going to, you know, try to like figure things out against Silverio? But, you know, we did say before that Silverio has these confirms, commitments, and all the things, you know. And then that's how you're supposed to play Cammy. Yeah,
those confirms that you're talking about are why he was able to get that walk-up grab. Because Zhaoleshe knows if you get touched, that's it. So, okay, you know, you're stuck in your little turtle shell, and Cammy uses that to walk forward and get the grab.
Yes.
Just like that. So, excellent understanding by Silverio. He knows what he's doing to Zhaoleshe.
Of course, both characters just having, like, you know, just enough resources to have these extensive footsies, but Zhaoleshe is starting out with the anti-air. Oh.
Challenges so consistently. Super impressive. Both players from Sao Paulo. I wonder if that means that there's a lot of history between them.
Oh no! Dive kicks it into the corner, but Zhaoleshe wasn't prepared to punish that.
So trigger, okay, yes.
Yep, there it is.
It hasn't been easy for him to find good ways into it.
And goes for the grab again.
Okay, so that meter's gone, and now Cammy right into it.
Oh, the punish counter. Yep, this is going to be perfect for Silverio because it's going to put Zhaoleshe into the corner. Look at all those resources that Silverio has.
Oh. Only grab. Wow. Oh, no cancel. He had been so consistent. Oh, he tried the same thing, cheeky fella, but he's ready for the catch.
Yep,
As
definitely
it's match
caught
point.
him. Oh, yeah, it is match point. Holy cow.
It's fast.
And of course, Silverio just coming out with more resources and using one just to close the gap and slowly putting Zhaoleshe into the corner as he is right now. No anti-air because it is a crossover.
But not into much. Ah, ready for the catch was Zhaoleshe. His pressure honestly hasn't been super effective. Silverio has jumped out. He's reacted to EX's. Oh, missed the back
no,
kick.
yep.
Yeah, again, Silverio doing a great job of just getting out of the corner. Not an easy thing to do versus Rashid, but he's been consistent about it.
Oh, V-Ship in the corner. It is a little bit risky to use V-Ship in the corner because you get a punish shot, but Zhaoleshe so ready for the punish, to the stun, and this is going to kill. Zhaoleshe is still alive and this does not want Silverio to 3-0 him quickly.
In that series, Silverio seemed like he wanted to put an end to it quickly. The EX, the V-Shift before that, some of the offensive choices he was making, it seemed to me in my mind like he was like, all right, time to go. This is the time to end it. And it wasn't, so he needs more work. Sometimes it's hard to come back from that mentally.
Spinning mixer, love the commitment, get off of me. Oh, with the delay, with the counter hit, that's really good on Zhaoleshe's side, and also having stun on Silverio. One more hit's gonna do it. But not done yet. Silverio activating V-Trigger.
Yeah, Zhaoleshe just away. Just out of there. Now that he's in range. Oh, he was being patient, not long enough. Silverio now with the pressure. Can't easily just activate trigger. Oh no, the miss! The first time throughout this set, and I think the first time today, where Silverio thought he had the hit confirm, and it wasn't right. Sometimes there have been hits without cancels. That has happened a couple of times. That of the cancel on block first time, and you could see what it costs you. It costs him the game. Again, in that moment, previous round, where it seemed to me like he was like, all right, I got to end it. I'm going to get in there. I'm going to rush in there. Okay, I'm on the defense. All right, I got to make it happen. V-Shift, EXCP. After that, sometimes it's hard to get back into the mentality of like, okay, got to play solid, slow again.
Yep.
Safety again.
And like I said, you have so much time on the clock too. You can definitely plan things out, try to formulate a plan. But again, these two characters are just so fast-paced.
Oop.
Oh, no confirm from Silverio. Interruption off of the EX Tornado Fireball.
Been so consistent with that. Great challenge. Oh, but great catch by Silverio. He's got the corner. He's got good damage.
Just one more hit, and that can be it. Oh, tries to go for the anti-air. I love the attempt, but Zhaoleshe is just out of that range.
Yo! Okay, well, you got the trigger behind you. Why not? But that was cool.
Yeah, but no juggle off of the Tornado V-Trigger. Keeping Silverio in the corner, but of course he has a life lead. He can try, he can do it, and he did. Match point away for Silverio.
He's been here before. We'll see if he can close out this time. Walked up for a closer fierce than we've tended to see. Look at that, what a start. 10 seconds in, almost stun. Worried about EXDP, Silverio knew.
Just backing out away, catches him in the air with the V-Trigger.
I'd already committed, probably.
Oh no! Doesn't miss it. Misses the punish too.
Wow, a couple of big airs and a third big air. Oh, come on, guys. Settle it down. Settle it down. Here we go.
Yeah, we chilling. We chilling.
Settle it down.
They grab away. One more hit from Zhaoleshe. He's still alive in this, but Silverio trying his best to grip away. Oh no! Zhaoleshe does not want him to get the dub,
Zhaoleshe is really fighting back well. No anti-air here, allowing Silverio forward. Oh, that challenge right there. With things like down pick. Wow, okay, neutral jump. It's the first time he's countered it in that way. Great prediction. Not quite there, and not the anti-air either.
Oh, grabs him from the V-reversal.
Again, a miss. These were not things we saw happening by Silverio's side. Again, not there either. The light didn't get into the drill.
Oh, the anti-air coming from Zhaoleshe. Perfect execution, perfect defense.
Zhaoleshe's away. It's definitely Silverio chasing right now. And he is slightly down in life, but still the chase. You can see it. Ah, okay.
Yep. And also, Zhaoleshe does have V-Trigger on deck. Just kind of want to wait for an opportunity to use it. And here it is. He is using it. But V-Reversal off of Silverio, super smart move. Does not want to deal with the pressure there.
Yeah, I love the choice. All right, so Zhaoleshe understands. Running out of time. 20 seconds on the clock.
And look at all that white health from Zhaoleshe. Oh my gosh, preparing with the EX Tornado.
Oh, it whipped, but not punished. Here's the anti-air again. 10 seconds on the clock. 1 EX beat on Silverio's side. He needs to make it happen. He's running out of time.
Oh no, Silverio. Oh, misses it. 1 second off the clock. Zhaoleshe was able to get around and go 2-2 against
it's in my mind, this is somebody who has a lot of experience in Zhaoleshe, knowing what it takes to close out and recognizing when the opponent has felt like that time happened, that his time to close out happened, and now is kind of scrambling to find that moment again. We're seeing some errors on Silverio's side that we hadn't seen before. Executionally even, going up into the sky, not getting dive kick, getting things like jump medium and jump light that he doesn't want. Gotta settle himself down. Not easy to do, though.
Oh, just above the waist, that is going to be punishable. And the counter hit for Silverio, but Zhaoleshe very committed to doing EX Tornado to get it off.
They both have these escapes. Silverio, no! Zhaoleshe in and out. Oh, love the dash. Forcing it. Especially with no meter, no resources really on Zhaoleshe's side.
Oh, I love the neutral jump from Zhaoleshe. Was waiting for the landing on the EX dive kick. More pressure. And of course, stun arising, but reversal out of there.
Yeah, it disappears.
Oh, and again, we saw that in the last match where Zhaoleshe was so prepared to punish those EX dive kicks with his EX tornadoes.
Prepared. That's the adjective. He's just super prepared. He's been in situations like this before, needing to make the comeback. That's happened to him before. He senses that the opponent doesn't have that. A couple of times, right? These were things Silverio was nailing before, and he's not getting them right now. He needs to come back somehow. I don't just mean in life.
Oh, jumps away! Punishes the V-reversal, but doesn't punish it this time. That's totally fine. Silverio needs some room to breathe.
Yes. Okay, the setups here. Silverio's in big trouble.
Oh my gosh, and of course, look at all those resources from Silverio, starting out with V-Trigger first.
And Zhaoleshe absolutely was just going to block it out. Just going to block it out 100%. Yeah, take the throw.
Oh, no punish on the landing, but might have been a little too far. Pixel health from Silverio. Anything can happen here.
Yeah, if he finds a hit, it's going to be into super. That would be into super. Zhaoleshe understands the threat, but again, the close
there it
out,
is. Look
the
at
crouching
so
sword. No, the hit was there. Zhaoleshe was ready.
Oh my God. See, like he was definitely going to do critical art chip just right there. But it looks like that Silverio, like, you know, he jumped back because he knew that he was going to chip him with super, but it worked out in Zhaoleshe's end. Caught him in the tornado. 3-2 to Zhaoleshe.
It was match point 2 times, I think, for Silverio. Yes. And boy, I just really think this is a case of somebody who is experienced and has been there, and somebody who, I mean, obviously has been playing for a while and has a very high skill level. I mean, we had very, very positive things to say about Silverio all day yesterday, today as well. I think deservedly so. But in that moment of needing to actually close out, it's a bit of a different skill set. To be in a tournament like this, where you are just a few wins away from getting into Capcom Cup, you know that, and you are a breath away from taking it, and then it doesn't quite happen. Getting back to that feeling of I'm a breath away without sort of needing to scramble, without doing things like the Hooligan EX dive that got countered, as you said, by EX Mixer, by, you know, not forcing it. Harder to do than it seems, honestly.
I know, right? But of course, great showing to those two, but we would love to look at the bracket real quick here. So, of course, we just saw that Zhaoleshe is proceeding throughout the losers bracket going against Gus. But in winners, we do have Negrinho and Robinho waiting to shine in their spotlight in winners finals. So, what do you think, David? We got a Alex and Karin matchup, and then we have a Honda and Rashid matchup.
It's cool. All day yesterday and today, we've had an awesome set of characters. It's been really, really cool to see the diversity of cast choice among all these players. And not just that, but different play styles. Obviously, some more offensive, some more mid-range. It's been really cool to see a lot of different stuff that you can do in Street Fighter V. A lot of different ways that you can play. And if you're somebody who likes to play Street Fighter V, one thing that you can do is head over to compete.playstation.com and get involved yourself. You can register now. Just head over there. Real easy to do.
Yeah, and of course, and the other things that we have for Street Fighter V is the fall update that is slowly coming up. So you want to tune into Capcom Fighter channels on November 23rd at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time for the Luke Showcase to see more about him. You know, he's literally the final character for Street Fighter V. I'm super, super stoked to see him because, you know, I did mention that I want to see those fireball projectiles that he shoots from full screen. And of course, you know, we do have characters that shoot fireballs from full screen, but they're incredibly fast.
They're super fast. yeah, they look cool. And look, each character that's come out, especially, I mean, in my opinion, last couple of years, each character has been super interesting.
Yes.
They've all been really unique. They've all had new ideas in the Street Fighter V context. And so what will they bring for Luke? We'll find out next week, November 23rd. You can also check out the Capcom authorized mobile game Street Fighter Duel. It's available for download in China, but a global version will be coming soon. Keep a look out for more news on the global release and get ready to join the journey with millions of players to find out who is the best fighter in the world. As far as Brazil goes, we know who the top 4 are for this CPT number 2. We got more work to do on that front. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back very shortly.
Time to fight, time to fight. Never give up, we won't retreat. The ones who stand after defeat. So fight, time to fight. Glory waits for those who fight. We unite, we are Street Fighters.
If I go too far, please forgive me.
and loaded. It's time for war.
Can't start a show without a star.
This is the path of my destiny.
Come on, let's turn up the heat. About time to finish this.
See what I'm really made of.
I'll show you.
How do you like this?
It's time for war.
That is the truth of what you must seek.
What's up, everybody? We're back with the top 4 of Brazil CPT number 2. Ultra David and Marine here with you. We have a very interesting top 4. I think if you were to go back to before this weekend started and ask which characters and which players would be in this top 4, you might have a different expectation. And nevertheless, the ones that we do have are very strong, very effective, and have been a blast to watch so far. Let's check out the bracket. We'll remind you where we are at.
Woohoo! So we have Neguinho and Robinho in winners final, and in losers semifinals we have Gus and Zhaoleshe. So I'm actually really excited to see the Neguinho and Robinho matchup because, you know, we got an Alex and Karin. And I was going to say, you know, we did see at Rebel Kumite where Problem X played against Punk with Alex. And, of course, we know Punk playing Karin. And, you know, we saw that Alex was just, of course, being like a very strong character when he was stereotypically known as like a low tier character. But Neguinho has been showing up here. You know, he 3-0'd Silverio in winter semifinals. So hoping maybe the same outcome for Robinho, but Robinho is definitely a strong Karin. We've seen him dominate in top 16, and he's here in winners finals.
Thinking back to that match that you brought up, what I really liked about it was the buttons like crouching medium punch, crouching medium kick from Alex. Things like pestering with the light slash elbow. It's only -2, right? You're safe. And then at the same time, having better anti-air options than before, which we saw him use well, super well, versus Silverio's Cammy. So that neutral game, you can definitely play that effectively versus Karen. I mean, if Karen finds the hit, it's into offense right away. That's not something that Alex has unless it's already in V-Trigger 2, right? Out of things like crouching medium kick and mediums in general. But he's a big threat up close. In the right circumstances, he deals a lot of damage, and he can just control things. Even if you're not dealing a lot of damage at once with things like the mediums, you can control that spot really well. We saw that happen. So, you know, I think that could be a template. We'll see. Neguinho versus Robinho. But again, and honestly, for Robinho, I think he comes into this as the favorite for me.
For
in
sure.
this top 8.
Super strong.
It's going to be tough for Neguinho, but it'll be fun to watch, I'm sure.
And as you said, how like Alex, he does have more of like the dominance in like the match and stuff, but like Karin is kind of the same too, especially when she has a like incredible walk speed and of course the resources for extensive footsies as well. And she could literally just try to keep Alex out of her range and just kind of like watch him and see what he's going to do. So Robinho, obviously very strong, but I am definitely rooting for Robinho.
You can't say that. Any chance we could put the women of the HGC down here again? Because I just wanted to highlight that.
Hello.
Yes, there it is. Please check it out.
That's Persia's face. It's her face.
It is. Yeah, please check that out. There are great interviews. Do you know anything about that?
Oh, I don't know. You know, nah, just like, no, like, it was super fun interviewing with Persia. It's like, I love her. I love the people in the scene. But, of course, you know what I else love? Street Fighter V, Winners Finals.
Neguinho and Robinho. Here we go.
Ooh,
and it's starting out, much as we talked about, right? The mediums are a huge part of this thing. Oh, not quite there on the whip punish. Getting the dashes. Robinho putting Robinho into the light side of things as they battle on Sun versus Moon.
See, and you can tell that like Robinho is just kind of like controlling the match, just kind of like dancing like back and forth, trying to fish things out from Neguinho. Hopefully trying, see like with the mishap there, definitely punishes him.
Supposed to have been stomp, I'm sure. You don't do jump instant roundhouse.
But of course, Neguinho slowly just trying to formulate a plan, see what he can do to get through those footsies from Karin. Hate those footsies, but they're so good.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Robino maybe trying to get away, but that was put an end to. Okay, just like that, are we about even in life? Look at this.
Oh no! Maybe, wow, that was so weird. It didn't combo into that?
Wow.
Be on your guard, Robinho. Strong showing for the round 1 part. Neguinho. Really, really close to that.
Round 2. Fight.
That burst of offense all of a sudden from Neguinho once the V-trigger was activated was really remarkable to see. But other than that, Robinho, as we've seen, doing a great job at holding on to where he wants to be on screen.
Oh, Robinho just slowly walking up, unexpectedly doing low forward into the grab. Back in the corner, Neguinho, but does the EX stomp to get out of there. Oh, I mean, a little too far out, but that's totally fine.
Okay, here we go. Robinho just out of there. No thanks.
Sure. Does not want to get power bombed again, but this is a big opportunity for Neguinho. Checks the dash, though.
And right back to just feeling in control. Look at this, trying to find the little micro spacings. It could have been whip punish.
All party time for Neguinho. This is going to be really big for him, and slowly putting Robinho in the corner. Not going to take it. V-trigger activation, low forward, 1-0 to Robinho.
Yeah, that first round could have been different, right?
Yeah,
it
sure.
almost did go Neguinho's way. Other than that, I think Robinho's playing as we've basically seen him play. With excellent mid-range, excellent footsies, excellent hit confirms, trying a little bit of offense, but not a lot. Getting a grab and then, you know, not needing to feel like he needs to dash back in afterwards, just holding on to that very strong spot on screen.
So it looks like we are staying just with Alex. Totally fine. Whoa, what a whip punish! Coming from Robinho, very committed. Oh, and not a punish from that. It could have been negative. It is -2, I believe. Oh,
circle buttons right now, and they're all working out.
And just the defense from Robinho, like he's not taking anything. See, and the low forward just goes so far. It's really good, but good opportunity for Neguinho.
Not quite in range. Oh, that was sick. I like the idea.
Oh,
no. Wow, even ready in that kind of... That's a very unusual dash location, but Robinho was ready for it.
Oh, tries to check the dash, but not that time. Neguinho stroking the luck, but gets killed from Robinho. Of course, having all those resources too. Both having neutral resources. It's just really hard because, like I mentioned, that like Karin just kind of dominates the match, just by like walking back and forth, trying to whip punish, and has been whip punishing just the check-ins that Neguinho's trying to do. Seen that multiple times with the crush counter.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and it's light pressure. Try it out. Okay, no big deal. Didn't work. Oh, I love this V-Rev. Offensively, right back into where he needs to be. It's a hit away from stun.
Yep. Sliver stun, but the grab.
Yeah, Robinho.
Oh, Robinho, so strong.
So good.
Oh my gosh, it's just like, I don't know. It like as I said before, you know, Neguinho's just doing his best trying to get in, but like I said before, where Karin just has these resources where she's just doing all these footsies, trying to keep him out, and of course, like just kind of like slow dancing back and forth, seeing what he's going to do. Oh man, it definitely does break my heart, but Robinho so strong out of this.
Super good. Yeah, Sao Paulo for Robinho. For Neguinho, he's from Varginha, which had an alien encounter like Roswell back in 1996, except the alien wasn't captured. And he's going to need something out of this world to make this complete comeback right here versus a player of Robinho's talent.
And of course, as always, slow dancing, just phase 1 starting the match. Anti-air, so ready for that. And I like how he's utilizing the elbows too, just trying to like close the gap and get a little closer to Robinho because, you know, as you see the spacing there, wants to keep it from that. Anti-air, Neguinho is ready too.
Okay. Oh, just out of there. Spend all of it. Both of them trying to hit confirm to their respective options.
Ooh, the counter hit from the elbow.
And Robinho tosses his opponent away. Hangs out in the moon.
Oh no, just a little too far out.
Didn't get there, but not punished. Hold on, it's Neguinho. He's almost got the corner.
Oh no, not a good situation to be in, Neguinho. That's definitely gotta stay.
Yeah.
Match point away for Robinho.
He aired down fierce himself into the middle of the night. So, you know, he's cornered now, and as you can see, Robino, wow, actually, excellent jump.
Oh, all right. Just get it out of the corner. Sure, make it work. Do it. And Robinho sitting on critical R as well. But of course, not going to use it. Just trying to utilize the resources. Robinho still trying to keep things clear.
Consistently using V-shift in that situation. Maintains offense, which he had not been doing. Neguinho and stuck. You could tell by his sort of body, his Alex body language, how often he is down backing. He'd love to find some way into this trigger.
It's just that Robinho's spacing is just so immaculate because, like, if you press a button, I can whiff punish it. I have critical R on deck. I can kill you.
Oh. Didn't bring in the cancel. Robinho. Okay.
Oh, there we go. Big opening for Neguinho, especially in the corner. Having V-trigger still activated. Oh, no. Interrupts it, but the spacing was too far out. V-trigger off of Robinho. 3-0 to Robinho. Putting Neguinho in losers. Oh, my God.
Is a little scrambly.
Yes.
At the very end. But for the most part, in that match, boy, you could really see how much control Robinho had.
Yeah, no kidding. And, you know, we were just talking about how his, like, spacing between Neguinho was just so immaculate because he does not want to, like, overcommit because he can believe that his footsies are better than his. If he tries to, like, press a button or anything else, Karin is just so good at punishing that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Very, very effective. You have to be very strong at hit confirming, at having spacing to make that character as strong as she can be. But if you do have that, she is absolutely terrifying in those mid-range situations. Okay, so we know now that Robinho will be in Grand Finals on the winner's side. He's going to be hanging out for a little bit. We're going to get to him later. First, we got to go through the rest of losers' side. It's Games Care Gust versus Showdown Razor Zhaoleshe in the losers semifinals. As Zhaoleshe makes his run back from losers' side, having lost earlier, as we saw, to Robinho, the person who hangs out now in winner's side grand finals. But other than that, Zhaoleshe has been marching through. Look at this run. 3-2, then 3-2. They've been close. That last one, though, I mean, the fortitude of being down 0-2 to your opponent's match point and then winning with 3 in a row, I think says a lot about how strong he is.
Yeah, and Zhaoleshe, of course, carrying the torch for Showdown, hoping to win it for his whole team. We do have a Rashid and Honda matchup. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I think it's a little tougher for Honda. I really like the corner control that Rashid can do in this matchup. He's got really good corner carry that puts Honda into those negative situations a little bit more frequently.
Sure.
Honda can challenge in some of those situations, canceling into Whirlwind, EX Whirlwind, that sort of stuff. As Honda, you have armor at least, right? Nothing else that's purely invincible. And you know, as always, Honda I think is a pretty good stop sign. He can put an end to people.
Oh yeah, as you said that before too. Yeah, really good stop sign. And of course, you know, like Gus has been super confident, just doing those hands and doing those EX butt slams because, of course, like you can V-reversal that, but it's literally like free chip damage for him and more pressure for him too. So just keep going at it. So it looks like yes, we do have the Honda and Rashid matchup going on. Woo!
However, there are situations in this specific matchups where people have V reversals that roll behind, where doing things like Fierce into Fierce hands is actually a little risky because he can get behind you and actually punish. But, you know, I'm sure Gus is going to know what's up here. A couple of players from Sao Paulo. Not the first time that they played.
Yeah, slowly dancing, and Gus just slowly putting Zhaoleshe into the corner too.
Ooh.
Oh, great jumping from Zhaoleshe.
Yeah, he really called out exactly when Honda does that forward roundhouse. And you got to treat that almost like it's a fireball. It has a lot of recovery. So if you predict it, you can absolutely jump over and punish. Wow.
Ooh.
Love it.
And just applying the free pressure. Gus tries to go through out of the corner with fire, headbutt.
So much activity, and it's all working out.
There we go. Party time for Gus. This is his time to shine.
He saves it. Spends both. Oh.
Oh, no V reversal from Zhaoleshe. He does want to activate V trigger. Does want to save it.
Oh, yeah. He's definitely looking for that right now. Punish!
Oh, so ready!
He didn't get the full combo. No, I think it was just jab hands. Wow.
He does the EX butt slam anyway. And Zhaoleshe, that was a sliver away from activating V trigger, but didn't have the chance to do so.
You know I think EX butt slam's good. You know I like it. However,
it is
if
good.
you have an invincible move like EX Mixer, you can definitely do that between the two hits.
Oh, he's just so good just using V-Skull just in front of his opponents.
Right? He gets away with that all the time. I love the bravery. Right.
Yes, as you said before, the EX Tornado off of the EX butt slam. Visha.
Wow. So Zhaoleshe showing that he would love to activate.
Oh, Gus!
Right?
Yep.
On reaction yet again. That's going to be punishable. It's not punished.
Oh no, Zhaoleshe not heavily punished for that. V-Shift. Gus has been utilizing his resources because he does not want to deal with the pressure.
Zhaoleshe gets the knockdown. He's in here. What a tech. Slight life lead for Zhaoleshe. It's on Gus to make it happen. Plenty of time, though, especially for as much life as on the table right here. Oh! Just like that. I think the life... Okay, not anymore.
Zhaoleshe grabbing that opportunity out of the get-go and was able to pull through.
What a close first game, though. Wow.
And a strong start.
Beautiful.
Oh, that's going to be a lot of damage, especially in the corner. Keeping Gus there and slowly building up stun. This is very crucial. Oh, the interruption! Gus?
That was so good. Okay, he does spend one finally. He's been very patient with that. What an anti-air into the stun! He caught the back jump from half screen with the V-trigger headbutt. Oh, that was beautiful.
We've actually seen him do that multiple times where his opponent would land and would hit the headbutt perfectly and was able to punish him. And it's like, man, Gus knows what he's doing, huh?
He definitely knows what he's doing. Yeah, if you're top 4 in a region like Brazil,
for sure.
Absolutely, you know what's up.
All right, trying to like things. Oh, yep. There we go with the check from Zhaoleshe. Very strong, putting Gus into the corner, but Gus is not backing down, using the hands as much as he can.
Taking a little bit of life at a time with those headbutts, with those hands. But you can see how much the chip damage really adds up for a character like this. Okay, Zhaoleshe's through. Oh, wow. Sweeps through, and beautiful. He's got more pressure.
And that is a stun. Command grab just for the extra meter usage for the next round.
Yeah, the way that Gus holds on to that mid-range is so impressive. And in the corner, boy, his defense was great that round.
Oh, the anti-air, man. Honda got hands.
Yo!
Whoa, he was so ready, and that's a command grab. Really close to stun.
And
back
the cross-up! He can kill. He's going to do it with a big old perfect. The shiny life bar for Gust, going up 2-0 on Zhaoleshe.
Wow. Wow. Like, all I could just say is wow, because, you know, as you said before, where Honda's just really good at just, like, you know, pressing buttons, and that's totally okay. You know, like, it may seem like, oh, like, you're just pressing buttons just for the sake of pressing buttons. So, no, it's literally Honda. You had to press those buttons for pressure, and, of course, the EX butt slams, too. So scary to be in that situation.
Hey, I appreciate you covering for the Hondas. That's, yeah. We're definitely not just pressing buttons.
No,
I mean,
you guys are doing work.
Yeah. All right, Zhaoleshe. Look, he's already been down 2-0 in this top 8 and ended up making the comeback. So why not again? Starting it out great. With his own perfect, maybe?
Yep, yes. Waiting for that overhead just to get that quick stun.
He needs just a little bit more work.
Are we going to see a perfect from Zhaoleshe? Yes, returning the favor to Gust. Still alive in this. Woo.
He's already been down. He's already done it. It's nothing new.
The interruption from Gus. Oh,
what a chase. It's going to be punished, yes.
Oh, all right. A trade-off, but that's totally fine. Zhaoleshe got more damage.
Maybe worried about the EX. Nice.
Oh, yeah, there you go. We see it again.
Yeah, think back to when Zhaoleshe did that same thing versus Cammy EX Hooligan. Same idea.
The command grab is really close to kill for Gust.
Yes, anything's going to do it.
Aha. Oh! A little more advantage for the fireball just to get in close.
Oh, this defense right now! Zhaoleshe's out. There it is. It's match point. Again, though, Zhaoleshe's been here down to his opponent's match point, 2-0. But the way that Gust is playing at this moment in time, a little bit different than how Silverio was. He seems more confident.
Oh, the jump in. Zhaoleshe tried to anti-air, but didn't work out. Spaced out too far. We out. We out.
Yeah. Man after my own heart.
Yeah, tried to catch from the backdash, too. Oh.
Like, honestly, that was 20% chip damage in life. Like, that was... Wow! Got away with it.
Oh my gosh, he uses the button just to get over the fireball. Super smart move from Gus. Keep using the headbutts with Zhaoleshe.
Big trouble, and he's out. Zhaoleshe, perennial contender in the Brazilian scene. Second place last CPT for Brazil. Goes out in 4th place, and Gust moves on and will play in losers finals.
This is your dream right here. You get to see E Honda in top 3 right now. Look at that.
I'm trying not to smile, but it's just not gonna happen.
Come on, just say like, yes, finally E Honda in top 3. But no, like all these players getting into like grand finals and of course losers finals as well. It's been a very strong showing because it's just so surprising to see Zhaoleshe get eliminated as he's gotten 2nd place at the last CPT.
Yeah, yeah. Look, we talked about this before, but players including Didymokov and Dark. And Zengi Filato did not even make the top 16. Players who had been in the top 8 before and who have done really, really good things in the Brazilian scene before as well. And then in this top 16 and in this top 8, again, the players who are making it into this, as we can check out the bracket, who are making it as far as we are now, we know who's in grand finals, we know who's in losers finals, the top 3. They're all super good, but I don't think that you would have said that Neguinho and Gust. Maybe you would have said Robinho, but not Zhaoleshe, not HK Dash, not again Dark, Didymokov, etc. That it wasn't going to be any of them. I don't know that you would have made that claim, but nevertheless, and in part because of the fact that we have these 3 players, I am very excited about this. I think it's so cool to see they have such skill, they have such talent. They have different characters that they're using. They have different play styles that they're using. Yep. It has been a blast so far in this top 8.
Yeah, and of course, just seeing a different variety of characters too, where we have no duplicates in the top 8. So, of course, Robinho, waiting in grand finals, does play Kadi in losers finals with Neguinho and Gus. We got a Alex and Honda. So, yeah, definitely going to be awesome to see. Super excited.
You should also be excited about the song that we have for the Capcom Pro Tour. We got a theme song. That's right. Check it out. Below.
I'm like looking this way, but it's like
yeah,
right here.
It's not actually that easy to do if you're on this side of things. But please do check that out from PKCZ.
It's a banger. But yeah, also, we do have the PlayStation tournaments. You know, you can compete in brackets for those. You can learn more at the compete.playstation.com to learn more about the Street Fighter V action, as we see here at the Brazil 2 CPT.
Also wanted to talk about the Street Fighter League. We're in Season 4. We got a lot of cool stuff going on, both in the SFL Pro Japan and Pro US. Due to the holiday, the Pro US is going to be on the break this week. If you don't know, we have a Thanksgiving holiday this coming week in the US. But we do have some additional content that will be coming out, which will definitely keep you satisfied. We got a real cool match that you should check out coming up on the Thursday for US SFL. Remember to check out Capcom Fighters to rewatch all your favorite matches on YouTube and on Facebook and on Twitch.
It's everywhere. But of course, guys, we do definitely have to take a break. So definitely get up, stretch, because we are going to see the loser finals for the Brazil 2 CPT. So definitely stick around and we'll see you guys soon.
Time to fight, time to fight. Never give up, we won't retreat. The ones who stand up turn defeat. So fight, time to fight. Glory waits for those who fight. We unite, we are Street Fighters.
Welcome to the centre of the world. Great Britain's mighty capital, London.
This country is incredible. I will become a lawyer. I have to.
So then, let us unravel this mystery and discover what events led to this curious murder.
Who are you?
Herlock shows. You must have heard of me.
We must solve this case, Naruhodo-san.
Let us engage in the art of deduction, Mr. Naruhodo.
Well, what have we here? It would seem the truth is now tantalizingly close.
The defense demands its right to a cross-examination. Objection! Your testimony completely contradicts the facts.
Objection! My lord, with all due respect, this is an outrage!
You're the best lawyer in the world.
Let's go! After it! Fear my strength! Have a taste of this! Don't take this personal! I'll show no mercy! This is for my fellow hunters!
Lock and loaded, it's time for war.
Can't start a show without the star.
This is the path of my destiny.
Come on, let's turn up the heat. About time to finish this.
See what I'm really made of.
I'll show you.
How do you like this?
It's time for war.
That is the truth of what you must seek.
as we are slowly wrapping up here with the online CPT of Brazil 2. We are going into finals, and I am here with Ultra David and myself, Marine. How's it going, guys? I hope you guys are doing well and sitting tight because, yeah, like the finals are just going to be crazy, don't you think?
I am very much looking forward to these finals. Let's head into the bracket. We'll show you what we're talking about. And why am I so excited? Well, maybe I have a rooting interest in Gamescare Gust with that Honda. I'll try to be cool about it. I will do my best. But either way, it's going to be Gamescare Gust Honda versus Neguinho Alex. And this is a run back. People who were watching yesterday in the top 16, it was our first match. And Neguinho took it 2 games to 1 over Gust. My memory of that is that Gust took game 1. And that Neguinho had to then take the next 2. So it was a close match in that first to 2. Now, of course, in this top 8 and in losers finals, it is first to 3. So there's a little bit more margin of error. But it was cool. It was a very fun one to watch, even if you don't have a character rooting interest. You know, it's very, very cool to see that in the top 3 for a region as strong as this, we have characters that are a little bit on the unconventional side with Alex and Honda. I'm not going to tell you I think either one of those characters is weak. I think that they're just unconventional, a little bit less common, but they both have absolute strengths that they bring to bear. Especially now in this season, I think there's really good variety, really good parity. No game's perfectly balanced, right?
Exactly.
That's not going to happen. But in terms of having parity and viability across the cast, I think we're basically there.
Yeah, and you did mention that the Alex and Honda matchup are just kind of like slightly even in ways.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so I am hoping to see if like Gus has like reformed or like, you know, have seen some of his mistakes from the past match. Because like he definitely can see like what he did wrong and will be able to play it against Neguinho for the run back. So looking forward to this. It's going to be great. And of course, you did say it is first to 3. This is losers finals.
Gust from Sao Paulo, Neguinho again from Varginha. Top 3.
Oh,
yeah.
Starting off the whip punish.
Bam! That down strong. It's a great button. Turns it immediately into a walk forward grab. So stealing a bit of a turn, that's going to be an important thing for them to see who gets the better of. Honda sailing by with that headbutt, slowly pushing the opponent into the corner. Oh, he would, yeah. The threat was V-skill. And so the dash forward from Neguinho was there to blow it up.
Oh, and I just like how Gus is utilizing the headbutts and, of course, Neguinho using elbows as well. Trying to meet each other halfway. Oh!
Knockdown offensive V-shift allows Gus to briefly maintain corner at least.
Yep, DDT. Oh, just walking up for him, but he was waiting for the V-shift. Waited a little too long.
Right. Double dash this time. He has typically gone for 1 dash out of that. Neguinho cornered. In trouble. Look at Fortress crouching Honda.
Yeah, just look at the stare down from Gus, especially having that much health too. Neguinho is in a tangle here. Pixel health, anti-air, do not jump at me. Gus, strong round 1.
Yeah, it was that wall. It was that wall style. Right? He picked a spot on screen and he really stuck to it.
Ooh.
Oh, no, that maybe could have been punished.
There you go with the confirm from Neguinho. Now putting Gus into the corner. But with the EX butt slam in hand, that's going to go for it.
Oh, it's so gutsy.
He is getting away with those V-skills. That's crazy. The anti-air again from Gus. Very strong, very prepared. And Neguinho just slowly trying to footsies his way in, but gets the headbutt first off of Gus.
Way too far. Neguinho's getting... He actually didn't work. Wow, that's funky. It was a little bit too far away.
Elbow. Oof.
Right, the catch was there. Oh, what a challenge! And it works!
The DDT. Oh, with the regular grab. He was definitely not waiting for anything else because, like, he probably could have done EX headbutt just to get him off of him, but was just maybe a little bit scared, especially if he had, like, the V-trigger on deck.
Right, okay, yeah, he saw the crouching jab last time. Missed the crouching jab in there, however, still gets the corner. Right, I really like...
Oh, the backdash backing in, but doesn't finish the combo. We'll still be able to get some damage, though. Neutral jump away from the EX command grab.
Wow, Gus really in control.
I love how he's just being so careful too. And the pixel health from Neguinho. Very close to the grab. And another EX grab. Still putting him in the corner. V-trigger activation. With punish. The lariats. David, did you see that?
I was here. Yeah. Well, the idea for Gust was that he was going to walk up and get a shimmy. We saw him walking backwards just a little bit, but not enough. And so Alex got the back grab, and that could have gone downhill. Neguinho could have taken that round because we've seen that from him. We've seen him put the opponents into situations where in the corner, it's lights out in just a couple of mix-ups. That was a very scary position, so shout outs to Gus for surviving. But it does give you a sense that Neguinho, even in those moments, is still keeping alive.
And I like how Neguinho is just kind of like throwing out footsies there because Gus is trying to throw footsies. Goes into the footsies. All the footsies.
He did it.
He did it again, the V-skill. EX butt slam, but the V-reversal, great answer.
Yeah, it does mean for Neguinho that he doesn't have the V-trigger anymore, you know? So if you're Gus, you're basically spending EX to make the opponent give up V-meter.
Wow. Oh, tries to go for the anti-air, but timed it just a tad too late. Oh, here he comes. There's going to be a lot of damage, DDT.
Oh, no!
That's gotta hurt. Gus was able to punish that the hiccup there.
That's so hard to hit confirm because not only do you have to see if the opponent gets hit, but you gotta know if they're standing or not.
That is true. All right, just stare down. Of course, EX butt slam, close the gap, but he has the reversal on deck.
Right back into it. Too far? Okay, only crouching strong.
Got some
nice. I
there.
love this from Neguinho, finally punishing.
Oh, yep, checks the dash.
Uh-oh,
yeah.
Neguinho's getting wise to this stuff. Oh, huge.
Great call out. That was a great call out from Gus. Activating V-trigger. This is going to be a lot of damage. Back in the corner you go, Neguinho.
Okay, this means no more V-reversals. Oh, what a call out.
That was such a perfect opportunity because he dashed in, but he was not there. He was in the air grabbing you down. What? Here we go. Just slowly inching things away.
Uh-oh, it's going to be punished. Neguinho gets a knockdown. Just like that, corner.
On the other side, too. Now you're in the corner. But that sweep, the V-ship away from the EX command grab. What is going on?
Hunting for the crush. Nothing came. Ooh, here we go, Neguinho. Oh, no. Yes, it's just really hard to do. Oh.
Look at all this pressure. Oh no, he did it again!
Yeah, I mean, he's really hoping for it. EX. Keeping it safe here as Gust.
Slowly making this move. He was so ready for that EX stomp. That was super good from Gus because, you know, like we've seen him just kind of like sitting there, just staring him down because he is observing his opponents of seeing like what hiccups that they're going to do. But of course, that probably wasn't a hiccup because Neguinho was trying to like get in his space and try to like pressure more. But Gus calling out that and doing the neutral jump just to punish him for that, very immaculate.
He knew exactly what he needed to do. Yeah, I really like how you phrased that. So it is 2-0 for Gust over Neguinho. Hey, you know, Neguinho has had chances. I mean, he's had corner control a couple of times. It's not like he has not had chances.
V-reversal. He does not want to be in a situation of getting pressured into the corner. Very successful.
Right? Okay, gets his opponent away.
There's a butt slam punishing the lariat.
Great tech, Niguino. I do like the bravery of that, though. You know, at some point, you're going to have to move forward in different ways, and he hadn't dashed forward in moments like that quite a while.
There you go. Time the anti-air. Worked out in his favor. Stomp to close the gap.
Right. +5. I mean, you got to challenge against it sometimes, of course.
And of course, Robino still has V-Trigger, slowly depleting. But of course, Gus does have V-Reversal on deck if any shenanigans happen. Oh.
Right, just slowly whittling away.
Oh,
here we
there
go.
we go. It works right there. Backs away. Great call from Gus, sitting match points.
That's one of those moments that I was talking about where Niguino has had knockdowns. He has had pressure, but the defense from Gust has been really legit.
Slowly backing away. That was, of course, phase 1 of footsies.
Okay, Niguino comes off the meter. So a little bit of gray life for Gust, but again, that means that his opponent won't have that very scary hit confirm ability. Not for a while, anyway.
Walking up, grab, but it's a tech grab.
Immediately into hands. No more V reversal? Cool, it's party. EX, yeah, I couldn't even get the words out in time. But without V reversal, it's, of course, it's time to get in there. So Niguino out of the corner at least.
And of course, just both players just trying to, like, you know, just kind of be chill, be cool. But then we do have 36 seconds on the clock. Just time is wasting away.
What'd you say, Honda? Okay, out of here. But into what? Like, to what end? Yes, you got away. You got to get in and make it happen if he's going to have a chance. It's now.
Walk-up chiropractor. V-reversal off from Niguino. Still trying to stay alive. Calls out the backdash again. Gus is so prepared. He is going to face Robinho in grand finals.
His defense was killer. There's a lot of other things I think to say about how Gus played there that were great, but what really sticks out in my mind is that Niguino did have the corner. He did get knockdowns. He did find moments where V-Trigger was active and where he got the knockdown with it. He had the offense that you need to then capitalize on. And unfortunately for him, he didn't capitalize on it because the reads from Gust were there. He blocked it out when he needed to. He V-shifted a lot. He got out of situations. He regular backdashed out of a couple of big command grabs. So his defense was a huge part of why he was able to seal that deal.
Oh, yeah, 100%. And, you know, it's just like him just calling out a lot of things because I feel like he did look at his previous matches in top 16 and was like, oh, you know, I could have done this or I could have done that. But he's definitely reformed and was able to pinpoint like his mistakes or what other options that he can analyze of what he can do better, right? But as we look forward to this, we can look at the bracket real quick here. Of course, we do have Robinho and Gus in grand finals. Dude, this is going to be so cool because we do have Karin and Honda. What do you think about that?
That's right. Well, honestly, I think that it's a pretty good matchup for Honda.
Oh.
When you talk about a player like Robinho who has the absolute surgical hit confirms on deck, the margin of error is small. But I think that the buttons that Honda has at that range and his ability to control that range with light headbutt or with hands, I think that that can be troublesome for Karin to deal with. In the end, like, you get hit a couple of times and you lose. Like, that's just how playing against Karin goes. He just snowballs really, really well. So we'll see, because Robinho has had awesome mid-range. When he's needed it, he's had awesome pressure. But typically the way that Robinho has played is more about playing that mid-range. He looks really comfortable there. We've talked about how he's seemingly okay to back off, even when he had a chance for pressure, because he feels so comfortable there. I don't expect that he'll feel as comfortable in this matchup. But that said, a player of his caliber, I definitely think can still make that work.
Oh, yeah, 100%. And, you know, just these both players just duking it out in grand finals. You know, it's definitely been a long journey. We've seen so many killers in top 16 and, of course, still in top 8. We did mention that there are a couple of players that were eliminated that we would expect to be in top 8. You know, like we were talking about Dark, we talked about Didi Mokov, and I guess like my personal favorite would be like Choco Tone and Paulo Webb. But of course, you know, it's been awesome to see how strong the Brazilian FGC is.
Definitely. And that part is not a surprise. We knew that they were going to be strong. We have seen them be strong for a long, long time, but we're going to see something new in Brazil's CPT, which is a Honda in Grand Finals and Robinho in Grand Finals. We're getting into it now. Robinho, Karen, Gust, Honda, CPT Brazil #2, Grand Finals, starting now.
Have you ever like tried to describe this scenario as like Honda visiting Karin at her mansion? Like, hey, you want to get into sumo wrestling?
Hey, very, very small woman, would you like to be a sumo wrestler?
But of course, Robinho starting out strong. But guys, returning the favor.
Yeah,
oh,
you can't.
Yep.
I think a player of Robino's caliber is not going to let that stuff go. Yeah, nor the random mid-range V skill. Robinho doing a great job right now.
And of course, Robino just trying to control the spacing. See the whip punish from the low forward, putting Gus back into the corner, and of course backing away. Totally fine.
Great block. Okay, yep, -2. Robino just walks away.
The low forward, what a confirmed sliver hell from Gus, but still alive. Look at all that damage.
Oh, he almost was there. Oh. Wow, counter hit. Oh, maybe just got the wrong direction on the input. Wow.
Oh my gosh. That was scary because like I thought I was gonna hit in the front, but it actually hit in the back.
Yeah, what if you just had like an 8-frame throw in vol, could cross up or not, +5 on block. What did you just do?
Look at you.
Nah, you can't just get away with it as easily as once you could. Week 1 with this character was hilarious, but after that, people got good.
Look at having the ball in Robinho's court. Just see dancing, shimming, keeping Gus in the situation that Robinho wants him to be. V-trigger activation. This is a serious match.
Great block by Robinho. Seemingly cool again with just going back to this range. Oh.
But again, Robinho has all those resources too to activate V-trigger, but that's okay. Using V-reversal, wants to deplete the V-trigger off of Gus.
Yeah. One more of them. There it is.
Yep, there it is. Yep.
Oh, Gus is still a threat. He is marching forward slowly. Look at this. Robinho just took a lot of chip. And it's almost even in life with 25 on the clock. Robinho still slow play.
Both players having critical art on deck as well. 20 seconds on the clock. Is that going to be critical art? It is going to be critical art. Might as well spend it because time's a ticking away. And plus, like, he has critical art as well.
Yeah.
Get that out of the way.
Absolutely.
Final round.
All right. So we're, I think, in a good sense of how they both like to play this match. Very slowly. Neither one feeling like they need to do a lot at once.
I feel like Gus is doing a really good job at just like trying to steal the ball from Robinho's court because Robinho's trying to like space things out, trying to dance away, but Gus is not having that.
Wow. Okay, yes.
Interrupting everything that comes his way.
EX, right? Oh, lovely sweep. Gus with a significant life lead, though. So for all that defense and slow play we've seen from Robinho, we got to see him get in at some point now. Although a lot of time on the clock to make that happen.
Just slow dancing, just chilling. Of course, Gus just staring him down.
I think it's a good idea for Robino to just hang out. You know, there's no reason to go in right away. You got that's 30 seconds away until it becomes crunch time. But he's in there already.
Yep, very smart. Both sitting in neutral health, but now Gus in critical health. That's gonna hit in the interruption. 1-0 to Robinho.
Did he do the command dash and then saw activation and then press the up? Is that what just happened? Or was he surely wasn't just doing the random EX Tanko? Maybe, I don't know, either way.
Maybe it worked out in his favor, you know?
It clearly worked out in his favor, right? What he said. I'm sure it was on reaction, but that was great. I really, really like that.
Great anti-air, of course. Always ready for that. Oh, the dash and no checking in from Karen's dash.
Oh, okay.
A little too spaced out to complete the combo. Mm-hmm. Man, look at all that damage in like 73 seconds.
Right?
Oh, catches a V-ship!
That was sick.
Front side.
Again, a situation where Gus has a big life lead. It's not enough. And again, it's on Robino to try to... Wow! Okay. Just casually stealing a good 8 frames right there. Robino was trying to walk forward.
Honda showing his shiny toes. Crush counter. Very strong showing, but doesn't get the confirm off of it.
Not there either. Oh, nice.
The V-shift punish is going to be really scary. Oh! Could have been a big punish.
So cool. I love these counter pokes underneath hands. Not letting Gus get away with it.
No holding me back. Oh, tried to back away just to punish that in the air, but Robinho. I feel like just being just like such a smaller character, you'll have like a smaller like hurt box. Couldn't get that in time though. Oh, the whip punish!
Beautiful. Fantastic spacing. Okay, nice on the -2. Robinho walks up and gets the grab. And here he is yet again. At this place, we've seen him throughout the tournament this weekend.
Oh, and Robino doesn't have any meter to punish the EX butt slam. And of course, Gus is still trying to do all that, doing V-skill in person. Grab away!
Slowly go! Oh my god!
Robino was looking for that.
Not universaling there. Robinho's defense, I love it.
And now using all of his V-trigger.
And now that he doesn't have to worry about whether there's going to be the follow-up headbutt, now he brings out V-reversal. So well practiced. He knows the matchup really well, you can tell.
Ooh. And of course, like Robino being in the life lead, but Gus having all those resources on deck, uses one to do the EX command grab.
He's got a life lead again.
Oh! The shimmy! The shimmy!
Robinho.
Going 2-0 against Gus.
That happened twice where he walked up and didn't actually walk up all the way. He walked up, stopped, this little stutter step that convinces Gus that a throw is coming. That's happened 2 times, and Robinho capitalized on it both times.
It's just so intimidating against, or for like Kadian too, because it's like, hey, you know, I have really good movement speed. I can shimmy you and then get you like really scared. Oh my gosh, it's so scary. But then again, 2-0 to Robinho. This is crucial.
Yeah, he only, of course, needs to win the first 3 out of 3, or 3 out of 5. Gus, you got to win 2 of those. So far, not going well for him, but great for Robinho.
I'll trade off from the headbutt and jump in.
Maybe he was expecting cross-up. Now we have Gus that has the corner. Haven't seen very much of that. Wow.
Ooh, okay. I like it.
Coming to party.
Slowly walking away, of course, having the least health. What? That's totally fine, keeping Gus into the corner.
Yeah, honestly, you brought this up, but Robinho has really made a few comebacks in this set.
Oh, for sure.
Not that easy to do, but he has been very effective.
Oh, what a confirm from Robinho. Oh my gosh, I just like how it was just at the tip of the low forward. It was like, okay, I think I can do it, and presses buttons, and then he wins that match point for himself. Really close here.
Not quite punished again. That's been great for Robinho. He's in here pressuring.
Oh, misses the grab, but totally fine. Goes on the backside. No punish though.
Next hit for the
match. The overhead! Robinho is doing a small teabag.
Oh, come on.
Oh, no, wait, Gus.
No.
Gus,
no.
You can't take that.
Oh, no.
Oh, my God,
no.
Robinho.
I know she's got a home court advantage on this stage, but come on.
The sliver health. Okay, here we go. Party time from Gus. Comeback factor. Let's make it work. It does not work. Robinho is your champion for the online CPT of Brazil #2. 3-0.
Awesome play by Robinho. His knowledge of that matchup, I thought was perfect. Some of the things he was doing were clearly very, very strong matchup knowledge in how it goes. When Honda has V-Trigger 1 activated and he's doing hands, he wants you to V-Reversal. Please V-Reversal so I can get through that with the armor. That's not when Robinho V-Reversaled. He V-Reversaled after that. He had punishes on Butt Slam. He was outside of Honda jab headbutt range and got the whiff punish several times. He knew that range better than Gus knew that range. Not easy to do. So hats off to Robinho. I thought he played that fantastically.
Yeah, and of course, like big shout out to Gus as well. You know, just trying his best, trying to like, of course, like I said, you know, keeping the ball in his court. But it was just so hard because like Kari like literally just sits there, you know, just kind of dancing around and just trying to like figure out like what kind of like footsies that you're gonna throw out that I can punish because like her footsies are really freaking good. Yeah. But then again, you know, Gus being an E Honda player and sitting next to an E Honda player himself too, it's just really awesome to see that. Like Honda is like incredibly strong
He's
too.
Good.
He's really good.
I know. I'm not gonna downplay Honda.
But of course, you know, you like got all those buttons just like pressing it out and then like doing EX butt slam too. I think it's like I don't know. It's scary, obviously, but just getting it this far, seriously, props to Gus for sure.
Of course, I highly agree with that. Yeah, props to everybody who made this top 8 and the top 16, in fact. But a special props to Robinho. Let's check out the bracket. We'll give you a quick recap of what we have seen. There it is. Check out Robinho's run. 3-2 versus Davi. That one could have gone either way until that very last game, which I think was a 2-0 in rounds for Robinho. But other than that, 3-0, 3-0, looking very, very strong as he marches through. And even before that, in the top 16, Robinho played against Zhaoleshe, another one of the favorites here, and took it 2-0. So he only had a couple of losses in this whole top 16, and none of them came in winners finals or grand finals. Again, congrats to him. I thought he played extremely well.
And look at all those 3-0s from Robinho as well, like just in top 8, just dominating, very explosive. Crazy run for Robinho, but of course, he does have a seat at Capcom Cup.
Congrats to him for that. That is amazing. Yeah, 2 Brazil CPTs. Ronaldinho takes the first. Robinho takes the second. I could swear I've heard those names from somewhere before in Brazil. Something about Brazilian competitive sports or culture. I feel like I've heard the names rolled on with Ronaldinho and Robinho before. I don't know. Maybe. Probably from Street Fighter is where I've heard them. That's probably where it's from. Congrats to both of them yet again. If you're somebody who would like to get involved in playing competitive games as well, why not? Not a lot of pressure. You don't need to. But if you'd like to, hey, check out PlayStation's compete.playstation.com and you can do just that. Again, you don't need to view this. You don't need to think of yourself as being the next best player in the world right away. That takes a journey, friends. But why not get started on that journey with compete.playstation.com?
Ooh. And of course, don't forget that we also have the fall update as well. And guys, you already know who's coming. It's Luke. You know, we've seen Luke showcases where I always talk about this Fireball. I know like I may sound really annoying about it, but his Fireball game literally makes me want to like actually pick him up, try to play around with it and whatnot. But hey, don't forget to tune into Capcom Fighter channels on November 23rd at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time to check them out. Seriously, it's going to be a great time because it's going to be a lot of information to take in.
Lastly, Street Fighter Duel is available for download in China, and there will be a global version coming out soon. Keep a lookout for more and get ready to join the journey with millions of other players. All right, well, let's take a little break, but please don't go anywhere. When we come back, we're going to have our recap of the top 8.
Yes. See you guys soon.
Time to fight. Time to fight. Never give up, we won't retreat. The ones who stand have turned to feast. So fight. Time to fight. Glory waits for those who fight. We unite, we are street fighters.
time to start warming up. Riders have to strike out on their own.
Let's do this!
We have seen a barn burner of a top 8 and of a top 16 this whole weekend for the Brazil CPT #2. Congratulations again to Robinho for taking it. We just wanted to recap a little bit. We'll tell you about some of the matches that stuck out in our minds. Let's head to the bracket and we will chat it up. Marine, what about this stands out to you most?
I'm going to fast forward here, but the Neguinho and Gus match really stood out to me because we did see in top 16, they were both in winners and they were the first two to play. But Neguinho reigned over Gus But then we see the run back in losers finals, and Gus came out 3-0, and of course getting second place in the online CPT. It's been definitely a journey for both players, and it's really cool to see that Gus was able to kind of think about like, oh, you know, I should probably like watch the VOD from when I played Neguinho and kind of like capitalize on what I could have done better, what could I have did here and there, and he actually did, and was able to beat Neguinho in losers finals.
Yeah, he played that great, no doubt about that. For me, I think a couple of things stand out here. One is in winner's side of beginning of top 8, Robinho versus Davi. 3-2. It was a close match. It was back and forth. There were a couple of games in there where Davi had control.
Yes.
Not just that he like won on some mix-ups or whatever, but like he had control. He was looking really, really good. And then Robinho ended up taking it, obviously. But if that had been different, the whole rest of the tournament is completely different, right? So that is one of those moments where one round one way, one round the other, and you have a totally different top 8. And then Silverio versus Zhaoleshe, I think, was a very interesting match. That was a match, of course, where Silverio went up 2-0. Not just 2-0, but 2-0 match point. And then it was 2-1 match point again, Silverio.
Oh my goodness.
And Silverio had a couple of different chances to close it out, but Zhaoleshe made the complete run back from that all the way down to winning at 3-2. And, you know, unfortunate for Silverio, it's one of those learning moments where when you learn like that, you know, you really have to sort of dig deep and sort of critique your play and figure out like what is it that you could be doing better to avoid that kind of situation in the future. But for Zhaoleshe, it is a moment that comes after a lot of practice and expertise and experience of having been in moments like that and knowing how to turn it around, recognizing when the opponent feels like they're, you know, a little bit out of it. How do you take advantage of those moments?
Right.
That's not really a character matchup thing. That's a understanding how to play against another human being thing.
Exactly.
And he was great at it.
Yeah, and you know, of course, like fighting games, like some people think it's just like all like button presses and just like trying to like win it, but it also comes with mental games as well, because like we've seen I want to say like we've seen Gus and Robinho, where Robinho literally did like a very soft teabag. Sometimes like that can definitely get to you, be like, oh man, this guy really teabagged me, I'm gonna get him, you know, and that definitely kind of like changes your mood in a way. But of course, it is still in the competitive scene where like, hey, like, you know, GG's, or like, you know, we had a good match, but I'm going to be the winner here. So it's like, seriously, like good games to both players, because getting this far is definitely no joke.
So last CPT for Brazil, CPT number 1 was won by Ronaldinho. He actually entered but didn't play in this top 8. But, you know, Robinho did not make top 8 last time. And we've talked about this a couple of times, that players like Paulo Webb and Dark and Didymokov and Zangief Bolado and others didn't make the top 8, let alone the top 16 for at least a couple of those. Paulo Webb did, but the other ones did not. And how, you know, Zhaoleshe didn't make grand finals. It's something he's been in a lot in the past. So this top 8, I think, is really interesting in the sense that the guy who ended up taking it was super good. But again, that top 3, I don't know that you would have called that would have been the top 3 before the tournament took place. And that's always really cool to see. It's a sign for a scene that there's a lot of strength. You know, that's not the sign of a scene where anything can happen, the players aren't good enough. It's the sign of a scene that has so many good players.
And they're very consistent too.
It's hard to guess who's going to take it. Yeah. So I think that's really, really cool for the Brazilian scene, which of course has been one of the strongest and continues to look super strong.
Yeah, and you know, I always say like, yeah, the Brazilian scene is super strong, and that I just love watching this, because honestly, I've started to like learn more about these players too, just watching their gameplay through the tournament, and I'm like, man, I'm actually a fan of like all these players so far, because it's been a fun journey just also watching them and just how they've improved over the years too. Because like, you know, we've had competitors where they say like, oh yeah, Street Fighter V is actually my first game, or saying like Street Fighter 4 is my first game too, and just seeing the growth from that, and like look where they are now. It's super cool to see, and like growth is real in the FGC. If you put your mind and heart to it, you can definitely be these guys in these to like top 16, top 8, or even a seat at Capcom Cup.
Pretty impressive and super cool. We're not going to have a word with Robinho right now, but we will have one if you want to check out the YouTube channel, Capcom Fighters. That will be up later this week. And if you want to watch next week, it will be in the No Neutral pre-show part of next week's broadcast. Let's talk about next week. So in terms of upcoming CPT events, this is not the last. Of course, we still got a bevy of them. We still got a couple more months of this thing. Asia East 2 will take place next weekend, November 27th and 28th. If you'd like to get in, you better do it now. Registration closes soon.
Yeah, definitely get into that because there are a lot of strong players in Asia East too. So it's definitely going to be awesome. And of course, you know, if you are like a night junkie and you just want to like check in some Street Fighter on the other side of the world, definitely check this out. But of course, yeah, it's going to be so awesome to see, huh, David?
Yeah. Look, I've been saying this the entire CPT, but I love how an online world, you know, it's a bummer in many ways for us who are big fighting game fans, but it does have the benefit of taking a more magnifying glass style look at different regions and individual countries around the world, and that's another one, as you said, that has a lot of really strong players. A week after that will be France, Spain, Portugal #2, and then the week after that will be North America, Midwest #2.
Ooh.
Do you know anybody who plays Street Fighter in Midwest, Marine?
Oh, there's so many people in the Midwest. You know, like we've actually gotten a bunch of like hidden gems. I guess like I'm just being biased because of my scene.
Yeah.
The MNFGC, there are a bunch of hidden gems there, and you know we love playing games. We love being a really cool community, and I'm sure it goes for all of the Midwest states as well. There's so many strong players in the Midwest, and I'm super excited to see that one the most.
Absolutely right. Yeah. Okay. Well, look, it was a blast commentating with you. Thanks for flying out and doing commentary. Yay. It was very cool. Yay. I had a really good time.
Me too. Yeah, it's so fun to be out here, especially like I guess like during COVID times. It's always nice to see like our friends and you know just kind of still doing like FGC things. It's really fun. But you know what a time to be alive where we have these online CPTs where we can still get together, share our skills, and be like, you know, I've actually been training for the Karin matchup and all that stuff. I got something to show you. But of course, if there is anything that like you guys want to do, of course we do have these tournaments. Definitely sign up and definitely like participate, be part of the FGC because we're all good people. Do you have anything else to say, David?
I had a blast as always. I was expecting good stuff out of the Brazilian scene, and I was not at all disappointed. Congrats to everybody for doing well.
Of course, and you guys have a wonderful night. Stay safe, stay warm. It is actually, winter's like really like right around the corner.
Yeah, it's basically happening in other parts of the world. In Brazil, enjoy that summer, folks.
Yeah, definitely. We'll see you guys later. Please attend to the next tournament and see the next, the Asia East #2. Definitely will see you guys next time. Peace out, guys. Bye.